Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing? What's going on? What's on the up and up? How is your Tuesday night going? Hello, Bent Labonte. Hello, Champ Valentine. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you're all having a wonderful day, and I hope that things are going great news gravy. Bootless Pit, hi Pando, I'm doing good. How are you? I'm doing great, Bootless Pit. Thank you so much for asking. Today was a good day. I did lots of work. I don't know. I did some other stuff. I watched an episode of Stranger Things. I ate some chili. Not too much else. I worked. And how about you? How was your day? It was a good day, though. I had a pretty good day. Warnack, I hope I'm having a wonderful day too. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope your day's going good, Vornak. Nekomichi, your day sounds better than mine. Oh no. I'm sorry that you had a lousy day, Nekomichi. You had to sit through the new Fantastic Beasts movie? Well, that's too bad. I'm sorry that you had to do that. Did you go with someone who just really wanted to see it? Or, yeah, I haven't seen them. I haven't seen any of the. I only saw the very first one, and then I kind of stopped seeing them after that. It's on HBO Max. Oh, and did your mom really want to watch it? You let your mom watch it. Your TV's the only one that can get it. Yep. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's fair. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you had to sit through that, but at least it's like someone wasn't rude to you. That's kind of like a nice bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Like a nice thing that you don't like. Do you know what I mean? Hello, Space Robot Arm. How you doing today? What's going on? What's on the up and up, my friend? What do you got? What do you got going on? How's your Tuesday? Today it is Tuesday, in case you all don't know. Tuesday. We used to call them Tuesdays around here, and I guess in a way, with all the Pikachus everywhere, it is still a Tuesday. But yeah, everyone, hello. So we are here on our fourth part of our Final Fantasy VII Remake playthrough. Just a reminder for the folks at home, the vote is still going. It'll go until tomorrow, next week. So, 2 week tomorrow, the more week morrow. What? It's going until next week. Lauren Navasa, thank you so much for the raid. Holy guacamole. Lord Raid. Chill Gaming Inc. Lord Raid. How are y'all doing? What's going on? How is Ocarina of Time tonight? Where are you at? Did you, let's see here. Are you an adult? Are you no longer a child? Has Navi annoyed you more than 3 times? Oh, right, the randomizer, right. We've talked about this. You're doing a randomizer. Well, what does Pando know about anything? Clearly, I haven't gotten into this randomizer game. Because I don't know how anything works. Well, how was the randomizer? Was it fun? Fun on a bun? Did you do good? Here's my admission. I'll admit this to you all right now. Despite the fact that Ocarina of Time is one of my very favorite games of all time, and despite the fact that I've claimed I've beat it, I mean, I have beat Ganondorf/Ganon like 8,000 times. I've never actually played through the Shadow Temple, because when I played through as a teenager, the Shadow Temple actually really spooked me. So I made my cousin do it because I was like, it's too scary for me. Ruler of Inches, hey Pando, I'm so mad I missed your first Symphony of the Night stream, but I'll be there for the next one. Heck yeah, we got one coming up this here Friday, and oh my gosh, Ruler of Inches, I am in love with Symphony of the Night. I cannot wait to play more Symphony of the Night on Friday. In fact, maybe I'll just turn my channel into Symphony of the Night streams forever. I'm just a Symphony of the Night streamer. I don't think you can be a Symphony of the Night. Yeah, I'm sure you could become a Symphony of the Night streamer, but I'm not. I got too many JRPGs to play. Lovely Boko shirt, by the way. Thank you, Nekomichi. I love it. Lord Navas, it was a decently challenging seed, nothing strategically tragically annoying, but too many Skulltula tokens. Oh no, not the Skulltula tokens. Space Robot Arm, I'm doing all right. The missus is going out of town tomorrow, and I'll be alone with the kiddos for the rest of the week. I'm mentally preparing. Oh no. So you have, sorry, Space Robot Arm. I'm pretty sure I know this, but you have just 2 kiddos, right? Just uno dos. I mean, I know that one child is a handful. But if you're like, actually, Venom, our dearest Venom, has like 4. So, yep, 2. Okay, perfect. So yeah, Leah, they're still, and I think they're still pretty young, right? So it's kind of like you definitely need to be. You can't just like here's some video games and I don't know, entertain yourselves. They're still at the age they're like, pay attention to me, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. Do you want to play? Pay attention to me, want to play? Which is, that's the 6 and 3. Yes. Okay, perfect. So they're absolutely not in any sort of independence at this point. Although, maybe 6 is getting close, not enough bokos. I'm sorry, Lord Navasa, but they're good bokos. They're really good bokos. Space Robot Arm, can we somehow force you to play the Shadow Temple with channel points? I mean, I think we could play through Ocarina of Time one day on stream. Absolutely. I think that would be really fun to revisit it because I honestly haven't played Ocarina of Time. I played a bit on the 3DS when they re-released that version. I made it to about the Zora's domain as a kid, but I never finished the whole stuff there. I never became an adult. So it'd be really fun to redo Ocarina of Time again. And yes, play through the Shadow Temple. That really gives me the spooks. I think the Shadow Temple is legitimately scary, but I also haven't looked at it in like 15, 16, 17 years. Time doesn't make any sense anymore. Oh, wait. Yeah, way longer than 15 years because, oh my gosh, I just had this realization the other day. Okay. So I saw a statistic that said like, oh, this thing hasn't happened since 2006. Well, they said this thing hasn't happened in 16 years. I'm like, that thing happened in 2006. That's not, oh no. And then I realized 2006 was 16 years ago and I had a mild heart attack. I'm like, it's funny because that like 2006 is the marker from when I moved from Ontario out west, like into Western Canada. And like, I feel like that's such a distinctive like halves of my life that I'm like, but it still feels like new, I don't know. Does that make sense? So I'm always just like, what? I'm like 16 years since I've lived in Western Canada. What? It's really, it really ruins my brain cells. Boss Dog, hi, how are you doing tonight? Thank you. I also love my shirt. Nekomichi, Shadow Temple isn't as bad as the bottom of the well. Isn't the Shadow Temple in the bottom of the well like intermixed? Space Robot Arm, the Shadow Temple is pretty disturbing, especially since it touches on all this weird lore out of nowhere. Well, and you always hear it has like all those guys that go mom, mom. Like those guys are spooky. Like even when you wake up as a kid, as an adult, and you walk through Hyrule, the town of Hyrule, like Hyrule Village for the first time, and like those zombie things are out there, and they go, moo. Yeah, the Redeads, ooh, they're spooky. Like I was just looking at them the other day, and they gave me the spooks. The Shadow Temple is in the graveyard. Oh, I thought the bottom of the well was nearby. Man, it's been years. Boss Dog, I'm well, thanks for asking. Finished a book earlier. Which book did you finish? Sorry, I have nose issues, so I'm always going to be blowing my schnoz on stream. They're both in Kakariko. Okay, they are both in Kakariko Village. Okay, thank you. That's what I needed. I'm like, I was pretty sure they're nearby because Kakariko Village is just kind of creepy, despite the fact that Song of the Storms comes from Kakariko Village as well, and that's my favorite song in the series, I think, or the favorite Ocarina of song, I guess. And that might be because I had a God, what was that website called that had all those? Oh, OC Remix. I used to hang out in OC Remix, and there was a really amazing acoustic Song of the Storms that I had like on all my playlists for years and years and years and years. So the Song of Storms is creepy. Look what it did to the guy in the windmill. I love it. It's so good. Fahennis, so who's ready for more Xenoblade Sonicals tomorrow? I totally missed your comment, Fahennis.
So who's ready for more Xenoblade Sonicals tomorrow?
Oh, she said it right too. Fahennis, I'm so sorry. I totally read your message when you came in, but sometimes I'm like talking and I'm really bad at processing more than one thing at a time in my brain. And so I'm so sorry, but thank you. But yeah, I am ready to see more Sonic tomorrow. I'm ready to see more Pokemon tomorrow. It's going to be, oh, look at all the hearts right now, Pikachu Smelly. But thank you so much for those bits of madness. I really appreciate it. Even if you were just trying to get my attention. Bando notice. Boss Dog, A History of Wild Place is a little spooky, but good. You know, I like things a little spooky sometimes. For those of you who are interested in watching Stranger Things, I won't spoil anything, but I feel like the season went back to spookiness, which is something I like. I like things to be spooky. Space Robot Arm, also it came out of nowhere. Past Link learns it from Future Link. That's creepy too. That's true. It is. There's a lot of creepy things going. You know, Ocarina of Time's kind of a creepy game, you know. It used to give me some pretty bad anxiety when I was like 15, but I didn't know what anxiety was. Like, you know, I didn't know like the term for anxiety without actually something to be worried about. Like, I didn't know any of that stuff, but Ocarina of Time, like really, like I think it was the first time I was really getting into like video games and like a serious degree. And so I don't think my body understood how to process all that. Hey, Jared, how you doing tonight? What's going on? What's on the up and up? Fahennis, also, am I the only one here who listened to the Vincent Black Shadow? The words sound familiar for that band you're speaking of. I should have turned on. I haven't listened to it yet. Honestly, I'm like literally the worst. Like I was so nervous about putting a music channel because I don't listen to a lot of music other people place. But one day I'll click on it and I'll hear it. Space Robot Arm, I love the creepy lore that is only hinted at in Zelda. I mean, because if it's too creepy, it's too spooky. Matt Labonte, only the shadow knows Fahennis. Jed, hey Jed, how you doing? Oh, wow, no, I love them. Oh, see, you got fans here, Fahennis. Also, hi Pando. Fahennis, they were a Canadian alternative rock band who were active from 2003 to 2011. You know, Canada has great alt-rock bands. Okay, we're going to play the video game. For those of you who were with us yesterday, what happened was Jesse invited us to the top of the plate to go steal some stuff from a Shinra warehouse. We did that. We saw her family secretly. Her dad has Mako poisoning, which has been revealed. So it's probably she's kind of got like a real chip on her shoulder about Shinra. And now we're going to go blow up the Sector 5 reactor. The fate ghosts, or whatever you want to call them, the cloaked ghosts. Also, we were not invited to go to the reactor, but the ghosts made sure that Jessie was incapacitated, i.e. they hurt her leg real bad. So they begrudgingly had to ask Cloud for his assistance. So that's where we currently are. We're climbing up the reactor with Barrett, Tifa, and Cloud. And just like in the original, they had to abandon the train and kind of make their way to the reactor manually. Hey girl, begrudgingly. You know Barrett secretly wanted him to come. He was just being a tsundere about it. You're right. You're right. Is tonight a Nuggies night? I had a chili. And hey Brig, how you doing? What's going on? What's on the up and up? Like Nickelback? Nickelback is not alt rock. Nickelback is bar rock, which lines right up with some other totally awful bands that were really popular in the, you know, okay, despite the fact that I was like in my 20s during the early 2000s, after 2004, I was in my 20s. That was a real bad time for fashion and music. Okay, let me tell you what. Nickelback is dad rock or butt rock. Nickelback is not dad rock. Dad rock is, okay, well, maybe my dad's. Dad rock is like CCR and like, or maybe like even 80s hair metal stuff that's like, dad rock is the stuff that's still on the classic stations. That's, what I'm saying here. I thought you were going to say barf rock. Okay, barf rock also. But what I mean bar rock, it's like, it's the stuff that if you went to go have beers at a certain time, they would play that stuff instead of like dance music. Like I want to hear, if I'm at a bar, people would start dancing to like Nickelback and stuff. And I'm like, what are we doing here? Why would you do that? Boss Dog, do you leave Midgar in the first disc? You actually, we're still in Midgar. We are still hanging out in Midgar. I feel like Dad Rock is Tom Petty. Oh my God, I love Tom Petty. So yes, Dad Rock is probably Tom Petty. Also, Tom Petty rocks, okay? I freaking love Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, okay? I will crank some Tom Petty in my car whenever I hear it. I'm like, hell yeah. Jed, oh God, I'm a dad rocker and I didn't know it. I mean, it's totally fine to love classic rock. I mean, that's just the stuff my stepdad, my dad, not so much. My dad's much more into like classic country. My stepdad was like, yeah, let's put on AC/DC and Boston and Journey. That was a lot of the stuff I listened to with my stepdad. Fairness, I once turned Stained on classic rock radio, Pando. I know. Whenever I have the classic rock radio station on and like they put on Nirvana, I'm like, this sure, like it's old now. I get it. I'm nearing 40. Nirvana is old, but I don't think this belongs on the classic rock station. Space Robot R, my college roommate ruined Journey for you. Oh no, did they only play like one song from them forever and ever? Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. Okay, anyway, we're gonna play video games instead of talk about classic rock. Fairness, or we could keep talking about classic rock. I'm just gonna start the video game. More than a feeling, more than a feeling. I actually also like Styx, even though that's like pretty lame. But there's just songs that remind me of being a kid, and I love them. Let's talk about this classic video game jams. Thanks for the journey, Pando. Hey, anytime. That isn't even 2 years old. Fahen, it's like, I could understand if it was one of Tom Morello's shows on Sirius XM where he plays whatever he wants, but this was mid 2000s. Yeah, I don't understand Stained being on anything. I don't know. I don't know why you'd want to listen to Stained anyway. Sorry, I don't mean, I get like weirdly rude about music, and I don't actually mean to be. I don't care what people listen to. I think I just have weird, especially towards like that era of that bad rock. I have like a weird, I think I just knew too many like people who sucked who listened to that stuff that I'm always like, Brig, there is nothing wrong with that good old Canadian Nickelback. Listen, their original songs, I will always, right. Redon Kula, hello, how are you doing? I remember someone saying something mildly positive. Redon Kula says, nothing wrong with Nickelback's two good songs. Listen, they're on that first album, never made it as a poor man stealing, sick and tired like a barman, got some little sense of feeling, and this is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken for handing you a heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong. I've been down to the bottom of every bottle. Look at this pictograph. Okay, I think Photograph is a bad song. Specs, hello. How are you doing? So great to see you. Oh, dang, is this a karaoke stream now? Listen, Jed, if I could, maybe one day we will do a very special Pando Presents rock band I have an incredible Rock Band collection, and I just love singing on that stupid game. So maybe one day we can do like 800 plus songs. Pando sings Y'all Rock Band. We just won't be able to save the VOD after, okay? Nickelback's first album was called The State. Was it? Was that the one with the stupid silver tear? I don't know why I know all this stuff. That wasn't even on their first album. Okay, well, okay. Pando ain't no Nickelback expert, okay? Specs Tuesdays are the worst. Save me from this melancholy with some sick remake vibes. Well, here we are. Hello, Specs. So great to see you. Is this his Pando's singing show tonight? I know it's almost been a half an hour and I'm still sitting here blah, blah, blahing. How many points for Pando karaoke? Hey, could totally happen. The silver one was the second album. Okay, well, that's the one I know. So, Brig, you might want to change the stream title to Just Talking About Nickelback. Oh, no. Infinity Train is very good. Hello, Gamer Jam. Okay. Just at the top here, while you're all enraptured with my wit and my beautiful vocals, I just want to say before we jump into the game that even though I finished Final Fantasy VII Remake, I just want to reiterate that a lot of folks in chat are seeing this for the first time. They don't know a lot of the changes. They don't know kind of where the plot goes in this one. So I just want to say that we want to keep spoilers to a minimum when it comes to actual plot details. Again, I don't care about backseating. If you have some fun illusions, you know, or if you talk about things that happen in the actual like game, if that's like an OG Final Fantasy, like whatever. But let's not talk about specifics according to the plot, like any changes that made. That's just my little request at the top. It's like watching this TV show all together, but some of us have seen it and some of us haven't. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about Nickelback. Oh my goodness, egg roll, buddy. I will take away your mod privileges. Venice, I only know that because I actually have the first album and it's really good. Interesting. I mean, I currently live in I once drove through the town they're from. So there's my claim to fame. Okay, here's the button. Here's the video game. I've had about enough of Nickelback. Okay, so we're currently just exploring around up here. I actually turned off my console poorly yesterday, and by that I mean I unplugged it accidentally without turning off the console. So I was nervous that I kind of lost stuff, but I didn't. Look, Pando, I wasn't the one talking about Nickelback. You're right, egg roll buddy. You weren't.
Section H is just up ahead. Slow and steady, guys.
And that's our objective?
The cargo platform? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the one.
Verdungula, Cloud versus Nickelback. Who wins? Great question. Jake, I heard they have a 50-foot Chad Kroger statue in his hometown. Is he still celebrity gossip, Canadian celebrity gossip time? Are they him and Avril Lavigne still together?
The cargo platform Biggs was talking about. Let's not keep him waiting.
And every hour on the hour it sings some lyrics. I think it just had the sign that said
insufficient power.
Home of Nickelback.
You're kidding me.
Needs 3 lights worth, looks like.
But that's all of them, isn't it?
All or nothing.
Let's regroup here.
Hey girl,
if we get
apparently
lost.
divorced in 2015.
Remember the
Well, I'm out
H1
of it.
sign.
Right.
Let's see now. Closest light ought to be...
That one.
Specs Cloud singing. Is there a side game about that?
By the light of these magnificent lamps, we shall lead our brothers and sisters of the Undercity to a brighter future.
Say what?
It's from a speech President Shinra gave, talking up the importance of the sun lamps.
Brighter future my ass. Shinra's leading us down a one-way path to darkness and death.
Now Avril's with Mod Sun now. I don't know who that is. Specs Cloud singing. Is there a side game about that? Unfortunately, we're not playing as much as I'd wish this was. We're not playing Midgar or Yakuza Midgar edition. But that'd be pretty rad, right? Okay, I think we have kind of everything here we need. Ooh, we don't have this. Hello, HP. I don't have guilt. Rude. 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 That's just rude. Okay, well, let's heal up and explore around here. Hey, girl, I swear I don't follow the vaunted lies of Nickelback band members. I just Googled it. That's fair. Remember when Avril Lavigne was the hottest, the biggest pop act around for a while? Yeah, I bet you all do. Okay, so this looks like a nice little, okay. We have to make sure we do we have to do the 2 little side discoveries we discovered while we're here too. If I can remember how to do them all. I'm sure we will. They'll do just fine. Specs, this whole section is so absurd. You need to turn off the 3 sectors worth of sunlight to power a lift to go up 10 feet. That's true. It's best not to question these things too much, you know? The last thing I remember Avril Lavigne doing was the Hello Kitty song. I had no idea she did a Hello Kitty song, but I'm disappointed now that I did not know that. Katy Perry did a Pikachu song earlier this year, and as I was watching it, I was like, how do I get asked to do a Pikachu song by Nintendo? Radon Cool, I need to use some panda points for a Nickelback meme now. Oh no. Y'all are hurting me. Okay, so I know that I can get the thing in the fans. I kind of forget. I think I have to kind of do something else before I can go back over there and get the summoning materia in the fans. Well, here's some buddies. Let's fight them.
Y'all done did it now.
Steady.
If I'm understanding Tifa correctly, yeah. No, I think you are understanding her correctly, Specs. Brig, I love Avril. I loved Avril when I was a teen with painted black fingernails and cut out long sleeves with thumb holes on my skateboard. Hey, she got much more pink by the end of her, before her career was like not like the biggest thing anymore. Skater Boy was such a deep song, wasn't it? You're like, wow. She's with the Skater Boy. Okay, came up from that direction. Okay.
Look, there's the switch.
Let's flip it and go.
She was a skater boy. She said, see you later, boy. With some of the most resonant lyrics of our time. You're not wrong. You do like the Weird Al version of her song? I don't think I've heard that. Avril Lasagna is super fun for karaoke. Specs. I still remember hearing Avril Lavigne trying to sing Chop Suey from System of a Down, but she botches the lyrics super bad. Oh no. Man, there was a Final Fantasy anime music video at AMV of one to Chop Suey that I used to watch a lot.
Rerouting power. Please wait.
That's one down.
Only 2 more lights to go.
Jed also accidentally put the Japanese version of Skater Boy and I found it hilarious.
Intrusion prevention system.
Uh-oh.
Intrusion prevention?
Back online because of us.
No need to fret, y'all. A few rusty mechs ain't gonna keep us from reaching the reactor.
It's not. A few rusty mechs ain't gonna keep us from reaching the reactor.
Intruders detected. Engaging countermeasures.
Mid-range turrets, huh?
Hey, Cloud! Hang back while I deal with these mechs.
Yeah. I guess I could switch to Barret to make this go faster, but... What's wrong, person? Nice.
That's the way to do it. Just made our lives a lot harder.
We restored power to more than just security, remember?
Specs. It was on the internet in the early 2000s. Heck if I could find it now. That predated YouTube. Michael Bevel. Hello, Panda. How have you been doing? Long time no see. Hello, Michael Bevel. How are you? I hope you've been doing well. What's going on? What's on the up and up, my friend? Boss Dog. How do you like the remake so far, Pando? Boss Dog, this is actually the second time I've played through it. I love it. I love it a whole heck of a lot, though. It's very, very good.
Calling lightning. Let's do this. Buzz off. Going in.
Buzz off. Star Pendle replaying just in time for Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 this week. Do you think that's going to happen? You think we're going to see Remake Part 2 this week? I think it's almost likelier we'll see Final Fantasy 16 stuff more, but hey, what do I know? Probably not. Oh, no way, right? I think, like, okay, so spoiler alert, I know the state of play stuff got leaked. I haven't seen any of that yet. So I don't necessarily know what's the deal, but I will say that I have not looked at any of that stuff. Sorry, what I'm trying to say is that it could be likely that we see some 16 stuff out the state of play, maybe.
Error. Insufficient power.
Gotta power down a sun lamp first.
Well, I already powered down one. I guess that one needs two, I guess. Rude, frankly, rude. Okay, there's one over here. That's fine. Star Pendle, yeah, I imagine 16 will get the most news. Egg Buddy, I'm super hopeful Part 2 is teased in some way. Space Robot Arm says, I think it's possible. Star Pendle, oh, I haven't seen these. Brig, they leaked Final Fantasy 17 stuff. Okay, Brig. Okay, Brig. Egg Girl, I vaguely remember reading they were going to put out something about it in June. Star Pendle, wait, what? Nekomichi, I want more Jedi survival info. The teaser was torture. Star Pendle, oh, that was a joke. Yeah, Brig likes to make the jokes.
Error. Insufficient power.
What?
We need to disable a lamp first.
I already disabled a lamp. Give me a break. Okay, well then, fine. Fine. Anyone can make a fake leak. Yeah, a lot of people are saying this one's a very likely, a very accurate, or very reputable source, but I don't know. Either way, I try to stay away from that stuff because regardless of how it turns out, I A, don't want to be disappointed, B, don't want to be spoiled. And I know it sounds stupid to be like spoiled by a marketing campaign, but it's fun for me. I've always liked this time of the year. I'm a huge advocate for, oh, here, this is the button we need. I mega wega love.
We can move this catwalk.
Love this stuff, you know?
Yeah, lined it up perfect.
Michael Bevel, I've been doing okay. I fractured my eardrum, but thanks for asking. Just same old, relaxing. Well, that's no good that you
Can't make sense of this place. We're gonna
that
get
you
lost.
fractured your eardrum. That sounds like it'd be crazy hard to do, but hopefully you're on the mend.
Think you can stop me?
Wrong button.
We ain't got time for this shit.
Let's just deal with it.
Ooh, let's find out what they are. Abilities. Assess. The Turpus Colt.
Too bad.
Tell me about this Turpus Colt. Oh, he doesn't like ice.
Bring it.
And you. Blizzard. The Turpus Colt.
Come on. Whatever. Gotta be careful. That's it.
Bring it!
All good.
Space Robot Armor. I saw an obvious joke fake leak where they called Resident Evil 4 Remake Resident Evil 4. I thought that was pretty funny. O-R-E, Resident Evil 4. That's pretty good. I like that. Michael Bevel. Yeah, just some sort of medicine my doctor had me get some. I think I'll get better, I hope. Well, I think you will. That's a real bummer, though. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Okay, let's use Alright, you don't use it like that. I always try to go into the menu, but that's not how you do it. Okay, it came from there. Can go this way. This way, this way. Yes. Okay, dead end. Just gotta check. Even though the map says it's a dead end, you never know. You can't always trust the maps because sometimes they might try to mislead you into thinking it's a dead end when really there's a secret in that direction. We will investigate further.
And that makes 2 lights down.
Meaning we've only got one left.
The end's in sight, y'all.
Should be able to climb down from here.
What if I want to flip this thingy over here? Okay, I'm gonna backtrack
This'll
just a
hold, right?
second.
That the Sector 4 slows down there?
Huh? You want to check them out sometime? I can show you around.
We'll check them out now if we fall.
Jake, I like to think you're just as suspicious whenever you look at a map in real life too. Now that I'm not suspicious, the maps are suspicious. Specs, I really hope they improve aerial combat for Remake Part 2, though perhaps it's on purpose to make Barrett Yuffie more unique. Maybe.
Think back. Anybody see a connecting catwalk?
Michael Bevel, but off that sad note, is this a new Final Fantasy game or something? We're currently playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, which came out in 2018, right? 2018? I think 2018. 2019, 2020. Gosh, when did it come out? I don't even know anymore. I think 2020 actually. 2020? You're always like dead end, huh? And I wonder if there's a cave behind that waterfall. That's how I live my life, you know? That's how you gotta explore everything. Aha. Secrets, I knew it. Perfect. It came out at the beginning of the pandemic. Okay, so it was 2020, yes. I remember having a very nice time with that. Oops, sorry, hiccup. Oh, hi, buddies, again.
Let's do this.
Specs, if you had a thief in the party, you could see secret
Nothing to it.
passages. Wait, is that a different game? It might be a different game. Wait, where am I? Oh yeah, we're going up this way. Do 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 do. Boss Dog, I just had a random memory. Anyone here see Spirits Within in the theaters? I sure the heck did. I absolutely did. And I was kind of disappointed with it at the time. I haven't seen it since then either. I remember thinking it was visually very pretty though.
Power's on.
How do I get that? Hello.
You think they'll miss those three-plate suns?
I say the real sun's the only one we need. To hell with Shinra and his night lights.
Okay, so it came from that way. I think we should be able to go to one of these two now. Space Robot Arm, Spirits Within Discord movie night. Okay, so I do owe you all the Discord movie night. We can maybe do a double header where I do Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII.
Where was that last light again?
Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII. What is it called? Final Fantasy VII movie, and also the next one. You know, oh my god, Advent Children, thank you. Oh my god, my brain just totally could do Advent Children and Spirits Within. Break a Panda, are you ready for Diablo Immortal in just 2 days? The wait is over, but I don't have a cell phone. Okay, I'm pretty sure this will lead us to the special secret, materia in the fans. Lucky for you, it's on PC. Oh my goodness. Yeah, then yeah, I'm there for it. Let's go.
Ventilation system service mode active. Access maintenance terminal to complete procedure.
We recognize this little tune, Electric to Chocobo. Oh my gosh, look at him. I want that art in my house. Electric to Chocobo, the little surfing chocobo. I need that. I need that art in my house. Well, I can afford one of these materials now, so let's buy HP up. And who will we put that on? Cloud, obviously. Materia and equipment, Cloud. Cloud. Or maybe Barrett? I mean, Cloud's kind of a fun one, though. Okay, lightning, healing, SS, auto cure, deadly dodge. This is kind of cool, but maybe I think we want the HP up instead for now. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a timed thing.
Does this control the fans?
We stop it?
Switching ventilation system to maintenance mode. Please complete the maintenance access procedure within the
Ding.
designated time limit.
Thank you for the
Man,
hydrate.
what are we even doing?
Okay.
Let's give him hell!
And then some. Bring it. Steady.
Scared of something?
Okay, we are not doing this fast enough.
Come on.
Bring it on!
Come on.
Okay, we definitely.
Maintenance access
Yeah,
procedure
yeah,
not completed
yeah.
within time limit. Reactivating ventilation system.
That it?
I could have done that on my own.
Sure you could.
Access denied. Ventilation system is currently active.
Oops. Okay. Sorry. Ooh, I'll take this though. Ooh, high potion. Nice. Ooh, hello. I'll take this. Maybe we can just ignore the monsters and try that again. Okie dokie.
Switching ventilation system to maintenance mode. Please complete the maintenance access procedure within the designated time limit.
Just get me through here.
You're dead.
Okay, ignore them. Ignore them. Oh, we can't do it while they're alive. Okay, great. Well, at least it's better than the queen, though.
Bring it. Just like that.
Woohoo,
Okay?
get us out of here.
Access granted. Disengaging time lock.
Okay.
What? This is summoning material.
Ooh.
What kind of badass will pop out of this one?
We'll see.
Hey Balasar, how you doing tonight? What's going on? What's on the up and up? This is actually my second time playing through the whole thing. I originally played it on the PS4. Now I'm replaying on the PS5 on stream. I didn't play it on stream the first time. I do indicate no spoilers just because there's folks in chat who've never seen the whole thing before, or have seen it at all. So they're experiencing it for the first time. So I'm just trying to prevent spoilers and chitter chatters. But I'm loving it. Like, I love this game so much. Hacker Cloud is best cloud, absolutely. But I fell in love with Remake the first time I played it. Back when it first came out in 2020, I cried when I saw Airs for the first time and saw the opening cinematic. I was like, hello, this is perfect. Okay, so we finished this. We did the ventilation. We got our Chocomog materia. Who should equip the Chocomog materia, you think? Balasar, oh, okay, then I won't ask you about where you fall on theories. Yes, not yet. We could have a big ol' spoiler cast or whatever at the end. But for now, yeah, no theory talk. Theory talk might be fun in the Pando Discord, exactly. Jake, Cloud is making use of that bench like an 80-year-old man, exactly. Okay, so who do you think should have Chocomog materia? I feel like maybe Tifa? It will make her magic attack go up and her luck go up. Yeah, okay, I think this is a Tifa. A Tifa materia. But yeah, Cloud is an old man. Have you played Crisis Core? I have played Crisis Core, though I never finished it. I made it like really far into it. And then I think it was like near the end, and then I just stopped playing because, frankly, I just found playing anything on the PSP so difficult because it was so slow and the load times were so abysmal. But I would love to revisit Crisis Core. Okay, so now we can go on this one here. And I think that'll let us get the other side thing too. You never finished it either? Yeah, I was really enjoying it. I just, despite the fact that I think the Vita is one of the best handhelds of all time, despite the fact that it didn't have a great software library, I couldn't stand the PSP.
Almost done.
Specs,
It's
if
a
you
shame
slot
we had to wander
Chocomog to
around so
Elemental,
much.
it'll add win element to
No
your
scamps here
weapons.
got us.
Great for
No
dealing with
Jesse
flyers.
Owens to back us up neither.
Yeah.
Balasar,
Speaking of which,
the
what should we tell Biggs? I don't want him to worry.
Vita was failed by its support. Specs, wait, does that work in Remake? No, unfortunately, there's no. The summoning materia gets slotted in its own very special place. Balasar, the PSP sounds like an 8-track player constantly changing tracks. Oh my gosh, I know. It made me so mad. Like, it just felt like nails on a chalkboard to me. And I got like unnaturally angry when I would play the PSP. And just like walk into a new door. And I was like, oh my gosh, I am going to lose my mind. So I'm absolutely like, when I got the it took a while for me to decide to get a Vita. I was like, I don't know, could it possibly be good? And then the Vita was amazing. I loved the Vita so much.
You taking a detour? Well, I did.
We are taking a detour. We have to find all the side stuff, okay? Gosh, don't you get it by now? Perfect. This is the side zone. You might want to be wary of Crisis Core spoilers when it's time for theory talk later. Oh, absolutely I don't care about Crisis Core spoilers for myself.
Let's give 'em hell.
I mean, it's been like 15 years. That's on me to not have finished it at this point.
Bring it on.
That being said, I might be like cool with spoilers, but I always try to, you know, be good for the folks who still try to be careful about spoilers for themselves.
Whatever.
The verm scream of a UMD reminded you of your Dreamcast. Loud discrete sounds are comfort food. I think it probably wouldn't bother me so much if the load times were just so totally atrocious on a UMD, you know? I was just like, ugh, I'm gonna lose my mind every time.
Try this. I'm waiting.
Hey, we, like, believe you me, when I turn on a PS1 and I can hear the slight whir of the disc and the PS1 logo kind of like linked up to that, like, I'm a very happy panda. I don't know, as I get older, load times just really grind the old gears, you know?
I'm waiting.
Good thing you have a PS5 for Elden Ring, then. It's true.
I'm waiting.
Yes, I don't know. Like, hearing all the, like... It's so funny. The first time I used a PC with an SSD was when I was working at a video game company. So they encourage you to play video games on your lunch breaks and stuff. So I was able to install Steam at my work when I was working at a game developer. And it had an SSD in it. It was the first time I ever had an SSD on a computer.
Now you're in.
And let me tell you what. Then I went home to play the same game. So I was playing through the Steam Cloud, right? So my saves could go from work to home. And then I'd go home and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't play this here anymore because I'm used to my load times at work now. And this is ruined for me forever.
No surprises there.
So now that I've been spoiled by SSDs, you know, I can't do it anymore. Okay, what do I want? That being said, like, I mean, I'm relatively still good with load times. I just whine about it. Right, we all leveled up. We'll wait till we'll wait. We don't need to do all the level up stuff yet.
Heads up, y'all.
Nice. MP. Oh, good. I bought the HP up, so now we just got an MP up. That's handy. We didn't even have to buy it. Okay, our first blue materia, folks. An orb of elemental materia. Heck yeah. Let's see, let's check it out. Good night, Matt Labonte. Thanks so much for hanging out. Rest well, be safe. We'll see you around again soon, okay? Let's see, elemental. Adds the element of the linked materia to your equipment. Okay, so we do have linked materia, but we don't have any linked materia slots yet, I don't think. Okay, we finished all the side thingies. Now we can go turn on the third sun lamp and continue on with the tale. Time to turn off the sun lamp. Let's investigate over here first before we move stuff around, just in case there's something we're missing. There's something here we can't get later. That doesn't look like it.
If there's no viable path, we'll just have to make one.
Ooh, tough puzzle.
Let's make this quick.
Shouldn't be hard, sure.
Got it!
Calling lightning. You're mine. Come on. Bring it. So long.
Now that was something else.
That was nothing.
Okay, great. That was nothing. Cool, cool, cool cloud. Okay, dead end. Aha. Ooh, a mesmeric armlet. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I keep pressing that button because that's the button in Tales of Arise to do things, and I am struggling. Okay. Hello, Rolling Ranger. How you doing tonight? What's going on? What's on the up and up? Okay, we get significantly more magic defense with this one. It's always tough to tell, like, who should be your, like, magic person, you know? The person, like, Tifa, Barret, and Cloud all seem like they should be physical fighters to me. I always have a tough time figuring out who should be, of the three of them, should deal out some magic.
And that makes 3. Enough to finally get our cargo platform moving.
Better be.
Okay, let's head on back to the H1 sign.
Yeah, let's do it.
I hope that Jessie's injury isn't anything serious.
The best thing you can do to speed her recovery is to kick Shinra ass in her stead.
I know. And Cloud's got a cover for Wedge, too.
Rolling Ranger, good, good. Just noticed you were on helping my wife pick out her outfits for a girls' weekend in Montreal. Nice. That sounds really fun. God, I've never been to Montreal, and I've always really wanted to go. It seems awesome. No, I think I want to go this way. And hither.
When do we link up with Biggs?
Soon enough, don't you worry.
He knew we might be late, so he came up with a few ways to kill time.
We ought to reach him long before he dies of boredom.
Space Robot Arm. Montreal is the only Canada you've been to? That's really interesting. That's a very interesting Canada to have seen, I
We're
think.
back at the cargo platform.
It probably makes us seem... Well, I don't know. I've never been to Montreal, but...
Reactor 5. We're coming.
I want to go and eat smoked meat sandwiches and the best poutine. Nice. Okay, just before we link up with Biggs here... I'm going to very quickly. Montreal's great, nice. I want to go one day, but it's not currently in the cards. Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be 2 shakes with Pika's tail. Don't go anywhere. I just need to use the washroom. Okay, I've returned. Nekomichi says, I've only ever been to Vancouver and Victoria. That makes sense since you're on the west coast of the U.S., Nekomichi. You're really close to those locations. Rolling Ranger, we were supposed to go when we moved to Ontario. We drove from the west coast, but she got food poisoning and doesn't remember Quebec. Well then, I'm glad she's going to have a nice girls' weekend going now, and hopefully she has a wonderful time. Boss Dog, gosh, I love this BRB screen. Thank you. It really encompasses Pando in all my forms.
Auxiliary power supply confirmed. Reactivating cargo platform. Cargo platform activated. Awaiting input.
So long, underplate. I hate you too.
Wonder what the reactor's like.
Dark, dismal. A slaughterhouse where they butcher the planet. Then there's the smell. Mako. Be ready for it.
Right.
Hear that, guys? It's the reactor calling us. Beckoning us saying, bring it on, Avalanche.
Okay, what do we got around here? Looks like just some side zones, but no secrets. Nothing there. Good. Okay.
Intruders detected. Engaging countermeasures.
Oh, they're all far away, of course.
Buzz off. You're done. Let's finish this. Come on. Bring it. Got it. I'll end this.
Oh, another limit break. Fun. Go for it.
Any last words? Bam! Let's do this. There. Bang!
Nice.
Okay, Big should be waiting for us up ahead.
He's probably worried sick about us.
Probably. Like, oh my gosh, are they dead?
Even after all that fighting, no one's coming for us?
No need. This is Shinra City. They probably have cameras everywhere.
Why didn't you say something sooner?
Way too late to bail now.
It's like walking a tightrope. When you're on it, only 2 ways off.
Better keep my balance.
You'll be good at it.
I wonder.
Okay. No entry that way. Perfect. Okay. Some Shinra crates to break. Don't mind if I do.
Almost there.
Tifa?
It's nothing. Just thinking about the next step. Didn't think I'd be this nervous.
Ooh, a Moogle medal.
Never get used to.
Yeah.
Rolling Ranger. I love that there's been a Biggs and Wedge in like 2/3 of the Final Fantasy games and all started as a nod to Star Wars. That's awesome. I do also like that a lot. The first Biggs and Wedge I remember are, you know, I guess the Final Fantasy VII ones for sure. But the ones that like really stood out to me for some reason is the ones from Final Fantasy VIII because they're so, I don't know, they're comical. They're really funny to me. They don't even have like portraits, proper portraits, but they're good in my heart of hearts. Never played 8? Oh, I see.
Mercy! Wait, Cloud. Where's Jesse and Wedge?
Report.
Topside's going nuts after some terrorists jumped off a train. Nice and quiet here, though. So quiet I had no trouble securing your route into the reactor.
You magnificent son of a bitch! Bring it in!
So, where are the others?
Man,
Jesse got hurt.
Aw, he
Couldn't
just
make
wanted a
it.
hug.
Bad?
not so bad she couldn't rope in this guy.
Thanks for stepping up.
It's a job.
Worked out pretty good. You picking that train you did. While Shinra scours Sector 4, you can waltz right on into Sector 5. It's a bit of
Space
a
robot
squeeze,
arm.
but
Final Fantasy
ought to get you
sorry.
in.
Final Fantasy VI introduced Biggs and Wedge. Oh, sorry. Space robot arm says Final Fantasy VI has Vixen Wedge. Probably a mistranslation. Probably. Specs. I want to say Final Fantasy VI introduced Biggs and Wedge, but I also remember them in 4, or at least the after years. 100% friend robot. Nekomichi claps for you and McGregor.
There you go.
Little dark and foreboding for my taste.
Beggars can't be choosers. Oh, and you'll be needing your grappling guns, of course. All set?
Ready to take on the world and then some.
Make sure everyone gets clear, okay?
Will do.
Woo, grappling guns.
Okay, y'all. Keep these grappling guns close. Secure them to your belt or whatever so you don't lose them. When we're done, we'll be using these babies to get down safe. All of us.
Got it.
Nekomichi says apparently people are making racist comments with the actress who plays Reva in the Kenobi series. Well, that sucks. I agree, Rolling Ranger. Some people really suck.
Fix those lights! Excuse me, sir. Your tie?
Quickly now, quickly! That's it. That's the smell. This place reeks of Mako.
Looks like we made it.
Layout's the same as Reactor 1.
Yeah. We're near Mako storage.
Let's move.
Ugh, the music's so good. Nekomichi, he recorded and posted a video calling out those people and saying that both as an actor and as an executive producer on the series, anyone making racist comments is not a Star Wars fan. Yeah, no kidding. Space Robot Arms racist Star Wars fan. Wish that was surprising. Yeah, they are, many of them can be, a hateful bunch. Heck, Specs, grappling hook. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, good for McGregor too.
I'm not seeing a way down.
Here, maybe?
Name it Ist and you have them in the Star Wars fandom. Also phobic, for sure. Space Robot Army. That's a big reason I'm not very into Star Wars anymore.
Kind of
That's
scary,
fair.
huh?
It's all in the mind.
Oh, hello. Okay, looking good, looking good. Killing it. Rolling Ranger. He seems like he'd be a genuinely great guy. Too bad more stars are not like him. Nekomichi. Okay, I just checked. Final Fantasy VI was their first appearance, though they were retroactively added to Final Fantasy I and Final Fantasy IV.
Hey,
Nice.
check it out.
Ooh, look at that
They
thing.
stick this big boy on us. We can get screwed
He looks
6 ways
familiar.
from Sunday.
Mechanized units like these were designed to take out giant monsters. Probably a new prototype. If they do decide to deploy it, then our best bet would be to run like hell.
Ooh. Then let's hope he sleeps through the explosion.
Yeah, geez. I hope we don't have to fight that thing. Ooh, yes, Shinra boxes, please. Jake, you probably won't, right? Of course I wouldn't.
You mean Shinra?
Do I see four shadows? LOL. I love, Pando loves to foreshadow. To throw foreshadows all around. Oh, I got a new weapon for Barrett. Should have equipped him to it.
That's a win.
Forgot to do that. Let's do that. Okay, materia and equipment. Barrett. Ooh, yes. Let's upgrade it. Let's make it nice. Oh, you know, I haven't upgraded anyone's weapons lately, so let's do all that. I don't know. Okay, Cloud 6. I don't know if we have enough to do so, but we'll double check. Oh, we have another 6 to go here. Magic power +5 with high HP. Okay, let's learn it. Why not? Okay, let's learn all your stuff on your machine gun. Your new one. Nice. You honestly love the system when you got used to it? Yeah, I like the system too. But it kind of reminds me like I like upgrade trees. It doesn't really matter how they're presented, I guess. Perfect. Okay, so she's still learning this. Barrett, you should be... Okay, yes, you have learned focus shot. That's great. You can wear your new light machine gun, which you only lose a little bit of attack, but you'll gain a lot of magic attack. So let's equip it. Okay, and now let's give you some new materia, why don't we? Here, you can, why don't you equip Deadly Dodge? That's kind of fun. We have our first linked linked mode here too. I wonder if his stump gets hot. It's a great question, you know? Did I come from? No, okay, this is the right way. Ah, yes, a Mako reactor.
Almost there. The smell. It takes me back.
I'm guessing he has like some sort of thermal items in there to prevent his hand from getting too warm, you know? His arm, his stump, I guess.
Probably.
But the machine gun is like grafted. I guess you can change out the machine gun, right? So...
Calling lightning.
Oh yeah, another one in the bag.
Nice. Perfect. Okie dokie. When games don't give me a quick way to go down a ladder, I'm always very upset. I'm like, don't make me climb every rung of this ladder. Let me slide down.
Well, what we got here?
Turrets up top.
I can deal with those things. We finished learning the overpower ability, which is very good.
You're done.
This game looks so dang cool in slow-mo. I know. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm taking too long to do a thing, and I just keep watching it in slow-mo, and I'm like, I love this. Rolling Ranger, oh. Sometimes they do, and then it causes you to fall through the floor. Oh no, Fahenis. Are there games that have had that happen to you? Rolling Ranger, oh gosh, I am playing the original Breath of Fire and have no sprint option. It is so annoying. Also, so many other quality of life things I take for granted with this, even slightly later RPGs. Right? I'm 3000% with you there. Abilities. Oops, not you. You.
Get your ass out of here!
That was easy.
Sure it was.
Sure it was. Hey, girl buddy, the Sega Genesis Classics collection is a blessing in that regard with the fast forward function, right? Agreed. I love that kind of stuff. Fahenis, the PC port of Dark Souls was notorious for it. DSF fix helps, but still not perfect. Oh no, that's no fun at all. I have no mana. Here we go. Well, there's some. Yeah, you know, I always find with like open world games are the ones that I always end up glitching through the girl around or whatever. Definitely in Assassin's Creeds, I've done a lot of running around like a maniac, and then suddenly I've clipped through the world and I'm falling. And I'm like, oh, well, this is fun, I guess. It's always those kind of games I manage to get myself stuck, or like,
It was like
or like I'll go
this
investigate like in a corner.
Ain't that right?
Like I'll like try to like walk over like the geometry like this or whatever, and then I'll just for some reason hit something that just gets me stuck. I've had to restart so many games doing that, and I'm like, oh my god, Pando, just stop trying to do that. Let's give this to... Star Pendant is good, but I think you should have better vitality. Yeah, Unity was terrible. Yeah, I didn't actually play Unity because I just heard, and I saw so many screenshots of how bad it was. But I've done it even like the good Assassin's Creeds, you know? Like run around like and it's like, it's really hard to like, you know, it's really hard to capture all of those issues and bugs and stuff. I totally get it, but gosh, gorsh. Oh, here we go. Cloud flashback. Cloud brain problems.
Soldiers. Mako. Shinra. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this.
Her little cowboy outfit.
Hey, Soldier Boy.
Tifa.
What?
What? God. I'm right here. I still love how they still gave her the Indiana Jones hat, right? I mean, it's iconic for her Nibelheim look.
How much time we need?
Got all the time in the world. This one comes with a remote detonator.
Courtesy of Jesse.
Well, that makes our lives
Withdraw
easier.
to a safe distance. Then, kaboom!
Safe distance?
What? No such thing. We get out the same way we got in. Let's double back.
Rolling Ranger, the worst bug you got stuck in a game ever. You were playing ES4 Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and you were on a roommate's console, so you're only using one save. Walk through a door, autosave, died, load save, and died over and over and over and over. Oh no. Yeah, having bad autosave locations, those definitely mega suck. And you're just like Please, please, for the love of God, just let me find some way to get out of here. Are we just leaving? Did I miss something? All right. Escape from the reactor. Got it. Okay, let's head out then.
Huh?
Whoa.
Where you going?
There it is.
Weirdly perfect timing.
Weirdly perfect timing.
Wait a minute. Is someone watching us?
Ooh, look at this fancy holographic business.
As architect of our populace engagement campaign, I, Heidegger, head of public security.
Have a great night, Rolling Ranger. Thanks so much. Rest well and be safe, and I appreciate the lurk.
Right now, you command the undivided attention of every soul in Midgard.
Huh? What is this?
Breaking news from Mako Reactor 5. Shinra has confirmed the reactor to be the target of the bomb threat issued by the terrorist group Avalanche. Members of the group were observed entering the facility, and security is currently sweeping it for explosive devices. We now go live to the scene.
I'm here in the Sector 5 Undercity. Having confirmed the terrorist target, the Shinra Emergency Operations Center has issued an evacuation advisory. Residents are outraged that the tragedy of Mako Reactor 1 was only the first attack in a campaign of violence.
President Shinra has issued a statement providing assurances that the terrorists will soon be brought to justice.
And so, to a people beset by chaos and uncertainty, we will offer the finest comfort, bread and service. The big boy. I give you Shinra's latest triumph of technology. The Airbuster, your executioner.
He's like, idiots.
Engineering on the line. Currently, the Airbuster is only 60% operational. The estimates were optimistic.
I'm on air. To the imbecile in charge down there. You are hereby ordered to seize those intruders and bring them to me.
But quietly, you're not in trouble!
Thank you for the lurk, Kadoku. Specs, are we the bad guys? Hi, Black Rose. How are you doing tonight? What's going on? What's on the up and up? You just got off work a little bit ago. How was work today? Was it good?
Shut the hell up!
I don't believe it. We played right into Shinra's hands.
Yeah, and their bullshit news is already peddling that false narrative.
I repeat.
So we're screwed.
Subdue the insurgents and
No,
bring them to the
no,
command center
hell
right
no!
now.
Listen, they want to turn this into a spectacle? Then I say let's give them one.
Attention, all
Let's take
security
down
forces.
Shinra's big-ass neck in front of everybody.
Space Robot Arm, they played you like a damn fiddle. It's true, they sure did. Oh man, who could have foreseen this coming? Certainly not me.
Right now. Attention, all security forces. Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center immediately. I repeat. Subdue the insurgents and bring them to the command center right now.
That's certainly not me. They really tricked me.
You heard the man. Get these components prepped for the Airbuster ASAP.
ready, sir.
Component outbound from B8.
Copy, B8.
Oh no. Don't let them finish the airbuster. Oh, hey guys.
Take him out!
Bring it. It's over. Give your best shot.
I'll be okay.
Too late.
Well, those guys cut through them like butter.
These bastards were up to.
Just make sure there's no treasure chests in
Eric,
here.
help. Over here.
Oh, yes. Hello, Kirby MVP. How you doing tonight? What's going on? What's on the up and up? This is actually, well, welcome on into the Pando Party. This is actually my first time, this is actually the second time I've played through this game. Kirby MVP, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into the Pando Party. Woo, 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 woo. Ding, cactuar pose. But it's definitely my second time. I've definitely played this as soon as it came out before. However, I do try to keep spoilers out of chat just because I know I have a few folks in chat who haven't actually played through this before, and I just don't want them to get spoiled on plot stuff. Know what I'm saying? But it's also been like 2 years since I've played, so. How you doing tonight? Okay, sorry Tifa, I'm coming over here to check this out.
It looks like a few of its components are still in transit.
We'll see about that.
Could tamper a little with its loadout.
And give ourselves an edge?
There should be a console somewhere.
This the console you talking about?
Yeah, let's give ourselves an edge.
Think you can get it to work?
Needs a key card.
Well, let's find it then.
Okay, let's find the key card. Kirby, you love this game? Me too. I also stinking love this game. It's so, so good.
You find it?
Yeah.
Good job. Now let's check out that console.
Okie dokie, checking out the console. We actually played through the original Final Fantasy for like my 8 billionth time before we played this again. It was the first time I've done them back to back, and it was really, really fun.
I'm guessing that's some sort of component?
You platinumed it, and then the DLC trophy.
An
Nice,
enhancement
Kirby.
powered by liquefied materia.
Sounds bad.
Pretty sure I can divert this unit for disposal.
Okay. Removing M units from an airbuster will reduce the number of items it has at its disposal. While this does not directly affect the airbuster's tactical performance, collecting the discarded items can give your party a much-needed boost in the fight. Yeah, let's give ourselves a boost.
M unit flagged for disposal.
Just imagining their faces when they find out.
So far, so good.
Right. Let's move.
So I'm pretty sure, like, if we were tracking the trophies, I could get a trophy for, like, I think fighting it while not having done all of the, like, keeping all of the M units or whatever attached to it. Oh my gosh. And not disposing of them. But you know what?
You think they're watching
We don't need that.
us? Even now?
Yep.
We're wise.
Probably got a live feed.
Nothing we can do about it. Except smile for the folks at home.
Okay, let's smile for the folks at
Mow
home.
them down.
Bring it on!
Oops, let's actually do thunder on the laser cannon.
Calling lightning. Going in.
I got your number.
Nice.
Worked up a good sweat.
Anything in here for a pando? Hello? Any treasures? No, nothing. Rude. Rude, rude, rude. Okay. Well then let's vamoodle. Oops, button, right. So make sure to press the button.
Component outbound for B7.
Copy. We've lost contact with B8. Send some men to check it out. We've got a schedule to keep.
Kinda hard to do, sir, when we've got intruders literally walking into each of our rooms.
Intruders! Seize them!
So patch 615 next week finally. What is in that one, Fahenis?
Then we'll deal with you ourselves!
Nice.
Looks like there's 2 consoles this time.
Double the sabotage.
If we can find
Any cards?
just the one.
2 choices. And only 1 single-use card. It's up to you, Cloud.
Okay, great. We gotta make a choice. Ooh, an orb of lightning materia. How nice.
Console talks about big bomber shells. You acquainted?
We call them BBs. One's enough to blow you to hell and back.
Could divert them and give it a couple less shots to take us out. Make the call.
Disposing of big bombers. Removing the big bombers from an airbuster will reduce the number of big bomber shells it has at its disposal. Big bomber shells hit your party hard. The fewer shells fired your way, the safer your party will be. Good to know. No, we're gonna look at the other one just to see what our other options are. Keep it fresh.
What does an AI programming core do?
Increases processing power dedicated to motor function computation. Makes it move real quick.
A real quick giant robot, huh? That doesn't sound good. Anyway, we should weigh our options carefully.
Jake, you should do the Hildebrand stuff on stream at some point. Agreed. I am way behind on the Hildebrand quests. We absolutely should do them one day on a bonus stream, or one day, I think. I think I'm getting close to getting caught up in a lot of bonus stream stuff, so maybe we could do a fun Saturday daytime bonus stream with Final Fantasy XIV and Hildebrand again. Removing an airbuster's programming core hampers its tactical awareness and reduces the frequency with which it fires its finger beams, an attack that stuns targets. Okay, let's do this one. Let's make it slower. Henderson, here I am getting back into 11. Oh, the brilliant Detective Captain Giraffe. It's been a while since we've seen those crazy kids.
That'll do. So where did we send the discarded stuff?
To a storeroom for defective equipment, I'm guessing.
That's so. You think these defective shells and programming cores might be valuable enough to warrant a little detour?
Maybe.
I say we grab them.
If we get that far.
Do y'all ever get like really weird cravings for no reason sometimes? Like right now I'm suddenly like, yeah, I want some bruschetta. I don't know why, but it's always really funny to me when that happens. And it looks like his antics have landed him in the first. Interesting. I haven't even done the Heavensward stuff. We just finished all of the stuff for A Realm Reborn.
Okay, listen up, y'all. Everything Shinra has told you is a goddamn lie. Mako is the lifeblood of our planet. Those greedy bastards are bleeding it dry. Y'all gotta rise up.
Barrett, who are you talking to?
The people put me on TV. I'm gonna drop some truth.
1,000 Gil says they cut the sound.
Didoku, I would love some steak tips right about now. Oh yeah, see, y'all just get a little craven sometimes for something. But Hennis, I can't wait to see him and Nashu interact with the pixies. Oh, I bet you that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Surprise, Rounders!
Bingo!
Ready to rock! Ready for me!
Buzz off. You're done.
I don't... Oh, right. I think Hildebrand only wasn't in Storm... in Shadowbringers, right? Nothing for Shadowbringers. Okay. That's what I'm thinking of. Nice. So I believe we're going up this way, right? Yeah. All right. They always make me press the button.
Take him down! We can't afford any more delays. You need to keep those components coming. Do whatever it takes. B6 will hold the line.
Yeah, I don't think y'all are gonna hold the line. Sorry to make you, sorry to make your day bad. Thank you for the high grade, Captain Giraffe. Ding! Ooh, good job, Cloud. You leveled up.
Piece of cake.
Okay, our key card.
Find any cards?
Only one.
Love isn't
And
always
this time
on
we've got 3
time.
choices.
Whoa, whoa,
Take your
whoa,
pick.
whoa. All your lies. Do, 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 do. Love isn't always on time. Okay, time to figure out what we should get rid of.
Hell is this?
Immunit. Another type of enhancement.
Your call if you want to nix it. Feel like scrapping some BBs? Hurry up and decide what you want to get rid of. It's past time we taught Shinra a lesson.
Let's see here. What are I saw a little diagram here saying. Okay, we got rid of 1 AI programming core, 1 M unit. I don't know. I kind of want to get rid of the other AI programming core. Maybe I want to get rid of a big bomber shell too and just kind of make them across the board. Maybe I'll get rid of a BB, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of weaker all around.
From what you said, even 1 big bomber shell is too many. But I'll let you be the judge of that.
Big bomber shell flagged for disposal.
Heidegger's got no idea who he's messing with.
Well, he is watching our every move, so I think he probably has a pretty good idea, Barrett, but hey, what am I to say? Who's to say? I think we're going... Do we come in from this way? I don't know. I always get lost.
I tell you what, I ain't never looked forward to an execution more in my entire life.
You don't say.
We're about to make fools out of Shinra while the whole damn city's watching. Times like these, you gotta save her.
Oh no, if you're about to ask me to dance, then don't.
Come on, don't be shy. How about you, Cloud?
I don't dance.
We're a bunch of no fun fuddy-duddies, aren't we? Don't want to dance with our pal Barrett. Sorry, just doing another sweep across the room just to make sure I'm not missing anything. But it doesn't look like I am, so let's vamoodle. How are we doing on the health situation here? Wrong button. Or a little low, but... Oh, there's the button I want. Yeah, let's throw down some high potions on us. Why not? Just to be safe. If Aerith was here, she would have danced. Oh, you bet she would have. Aerith is all about having a good time. Ooh, a purple chest. Ooh, a pair of Sonic Strikers. I know who that's for. Let's upgrade them first. Fairness, Aerith would have busted up the Manderville, right? Totally, she would have. Ooh, this is gonna be a nice, lots of stuff here. Let's make her fast. Magic attack power. Max MP. Attack power 6. Nice. Then here. Ooh, there's lots here. Wind damage, sure. Boost her wind damage. Boost her ice damage. Let's see what's on the next one here. Attack power +8. Hello. Yeah, sure. That seems nice. Okay, let's how do I set the... Okay, fine. Bear Tifa. Alright, oops, no, that's not what I want to do at all. Tifa. Equip your new items now. Metal Knuckles, because you've learned. Yeah, you could use a Focus Strike. So your attack will go down by 20, but you will gain significantly more magic attack, which is kind of fun. And you do get some fun stuff here. Hello, Air Captain. How you doing? What's going on? What's on the up and up, my friend? Okay, let's swap those. Oh, never mind. Don't swap those, I guess. Whatever. Okay, what else should we get? Tifa here. Let's have her equip the MP up, I suppose. Just got home from work, kicked butt today. That is awesome to hear, my friend. That is cool news, cucumbers. Let's put her little chakra here. Let's maybe try her elemental. I don't know if this game will heal her with that stuff, but it's fun. Let's try to link those two. And how, I don't think, wait. And how is... Okay, yeah. 5 and Bear at 0. Okay, yeah. We don't have enough SP to do anything significant here, which is fine. Okie doke. And... yeah, okay, let's go. Air Captain, I made a deal with the morning people. Asked to do truck prep and I'd do chicken sauces. Both needed done and I did not want to do both. And it worked. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, see, it's fun when you do... when teamwork makes the dream work. Am I right, folks?
B5, this is engineering. You need to pick up the pace. We're running dangerously low on components because of those terrorists.
Copy.
Hey, it's us. Woohoo! Hello. I hope you were expecting us.
Steady.
Give me your best shot.
Give it up.
Whatever. I'm waiting.
Air Captain was low-key salty this morning because the delivery guy dropped all our stuff in the walk-in cooler and none of it in the freezer, even though most of the truck was freezer product.
Let's see what kind of mischief they were getting up to.
Oh no, that definitely sounds really annoying.
4 consoles. And never enough keycards.
4 consoles. Make your decision. I think we're gonna move down the AI programming this time again, so it's all a nice 2. Ooh. Got 2 key cards this time.
That's an M unit, right?
Yep.
This is our chance to really stick it to Shinra. We should think it through before we make a decision.
Let's, what's this one? This AI programming?
Big bomber shells. We should divert...
Okay, where's this one?
An AI programming core. Should we discard this or something else?
Yeah, let's dispose of another AI programming core. Make it slower.
Programming core flagged for disposal.
Specs. That sounds like a lot of claims if no one caught it quickly.
Heidegger's not gonna like that.
Yeah. What's this one?
AI programming cores help it move faster, right? Divert it or not.
Yeah, let's do that too. Double AI programming cores. That'll be slow.
Programming core flagged for disposal.
Fahenis, Blink 182's Enema of the State was released June 1st, 1999.
Think we've done enough to weaken the robot?
All that we can, at least.
It's all good. The stage is set.
Man, Blink 182, right, folks? What a sound. Air Captain, is a 4-hour shelf life if not kept in the freezer. Anything longer than that and it's no good. That's our policy at least. Dang, so at least you figured that one out. Nobody likes you when you're 23.
Tifa, detonator still in range?
We should be good.
The moment Big Boy goes down, you hit that switch.
Right.
And nobody likes you when you're 32 either. Yeah, the funny thing about No One Likes You when you're 23 is that when I first heard that song, I was like, wow, 23 is old.
Don't get in my way.
How little I knew. I had chili leftover chili, Brig. That was dinner tonight. What about you? What did you have for dinner tonight, Brig? What did everyone have for dinner? I'm always curious. Fatal shots. Hey, I'm new here, but I want to pop in for a second and say that I'm super proud of everyone here. Never feel like what you do goes unnoticed, and I got nothing but love for you all. Keep up the great work. Fatal shots. You're on a mission. You're just a regular dude trying to change the world one smile at a time. Thanks for welcoming me, but I just go hand out some more smiles. Of course, rest well, be safe, have a great night, Fatal Shots, and we'll see you again. Perhaps. Nekomichi. Oh yeah, dinner's a thing. I should go find something. Specs, 4 hours? More lenient than Walmart. Nekomichi. Thank you so much, Fatal Shots. Yeah, Brig. I have had fries smothered with ground turkey, cheese, salsa, onions, guac, and Greek yogurt. Wow, that sounds delicious. Holy. Didoku, I also like to use Greek yogurt in place of sour cream. Didoku, hot dogs with cheese. What kind of cheese? Space Robot Arm. I had dinosaur-shaped nugs and waffle sweet potato fries. Hello. Were those items that you took out of your freezer and baked in the oven? Jake, I'm a freegan now, so I ate some leftovers out of the garbage. Ooh, a freegan. Air Captain, how little I knew at 23. Ain't that the truth? If I compare 23-year-old me to 32-year-old me, it's just the same with 9 years less trauma. I'm sure they sure were nice. I should buy myself some dino nuggies the next time I'm in the store. Air Captain, more lenient than Walmart. Do I want to know? Okay, so this way is the something or other. Well, this is the way we came in. I get it. Okay, NBM.
Can't say we didn't prepare. Now we just gotta get it done.
Didoku, American. Only kind we had on hand. LOL. Usually I do cheddar. Honestly, with things like hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff, I prefer American cheese. Though we don't call it American cheese here. We usually just call it Kraft Singles. But I love that kind of cheese for a cheeseburger, a hot dog, any of that kind of stuff. Air Captain, dinner is on the stove or in the fridge. I haven't checked. Garlic butter noodles. Oh yeah, that's absolutely something I really want. Egg roll. Did you know Kraft Singles aren't legally considered a cheese? I wonder if that's the same in Canada as well. I know that I'll have to look at my package of Kraft Singles in the fridge, but it might be the same.
Status report.
We're short on AI cores, but tracking down replacements.
Work faster, or you'll hear it from the brass.
It has to do with how they're made. Apparently, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because like cheese is fermented, right? Created with over fermentation, getting old.
Every second you can.
And I doubt that they do that with Kraft cheese. Yeah, Didoku makes sense. I should start calling that all the time. Space Robot Arm. The truth about Kraft Singles, but that's true about Kraft Singles, but there's a real cheese called American cheese. Really? What is the real American cheese? I always thought it was just the Kraft Singles. Shows how much I know. Ha ha ha. Air Captain Panda. I used to buy cheddar by the block and just cut it up with a cheese knife and eat it straight. Oh, that's not unusual. That's something I do all the time. Egg roll. I wish we had a brand called American cheese. Oh, egg roll, buddy. Maybe you can make the American cheese. Brig, it's cheese that respects the Second Amendment. Okay. Caesar wrote on craft singles are just a really bad interpretation of American cheese. Really? What is American cheese then? Craft singles, processed cheese product. Okay, so it does have cheese in the name. It's like there are certain ice creams you can't call them ice cream. They're like, we have like dairy or milk dessert or something like that for things that are actually can't be called ice cream here.
Y'all never had a chance.
Hey guys.
Yeah, Tifa, sorry. I guess you want me to talk to you?
Looks like a performance assessment, don't you think? Reduced response time. Should work in our favor.
For real though, we need to talk victory poses. Something coordinated for the live on camera finish. Could blow up big, start a new trend.
Veto.
Huh?
Air Captain, we have so much in common, Pando. Dodoku, that's right. Land O'Lakes American cheese is amazing. Air Captain, craft singles is to cheese as margarine is to butter. I actually grew up with margarine, so I'm actually a big proponent of margarine. I prefer margarine over butter a lot of the time. And I think it's mostly because I just like its spreadability. I also like it's very salty. But I've been a weirdo who prefers margarine my whole life. Brig. Unlike natural cheese, which is made from milk, American cheese is a processed cheese made by mixing cheddar cheese, washed curd cheese, Colby cheese, and granular cheese, among other ingredients. Okay, so it's like a mash of cheeses. Specs. American cheese is made by American cows. They say, howdy, y'all. I'm an American cow. Howdy. Victory pose. Specs. Same as how Swiss cheese comes out of Switzerland. Or Münster out of Germany. Air Captain, I grew up on margarine, so I'm okay with it too, to be honest. Specs. Or Colby Jack out of wherever Colby Jack is. Brig. It's all the cheese that falls on the floor at the factory that is mopped into a corner and turned into American cheese. Honestly, whenever people tell me stuff like their gross food facts, like, do you know why they call it bologna? Bologna, because it's all the meat that falls at the factory below the knee, and then they create bologna out of it. I'm always like, sure, give me some more of that bologna. Like, and we're like, they try to gross you out with like, did you know McDonald's burgers have mealworm in them? And I'm like, cool, it tastes delicious, so put more of it in there. I don't know. I'm always like, whatever, I don't care, as long as it doesn't look like the thing and it tastes good, like, and it's not like morally wrong, then I'm very happy. I'm like, whatever, sure, who cares? What was I going to do? Oh, I was going to heal Clown, actually, and I can't do that in the menu. I do it here. Jello is made of crushed up bugs, apparently. Yeah, they always tell you that with like imitation crab meat. The red that they put in there is always like, oh dear, look at this one. Imitation crab meat is like, you know, they use as like bugs or whatever to do like make the red color and stuff like that. I'm like, whatever. Where do you think the gluten comes from? Oh, great, I've been silenced. Wonderful. Why don't you give me a echo list? Yeah. And actually, I need you to assess as well.
Allow me.
Air Captain Peace Sign says Fuzzy Pickles. Click. Jello's made of crushed up bugs, apparently, right? We already talked about that. Space Robot Armor. What about Wendy's chili, though? Brig, where do you think the gluten comes from? Air Captain Panda. Wendy's chili is made from the leftover burgers at the end of the night, if I recall correctly. Brig, Wendy's chili is good. See, yeah, that stuff, I'm always like, cool. Is it safe to consume? Is it good? Then it's good by me. I'm A-okay with it. Like, if they ever find a way to make like a really delicious, like, if they made like a bug burger, like made entirely of bugs, but it looks exactly like a burger, it tastes exactly like a burger, its texture is exactly like a burger, I'm gonna be like, whatever, I'll eat it, who cares? I ain't too good for it. I'm constantly like teetering on becoming like fully vegetarian on any given day, so bugs, you know, sure. Echo Mist sounds cooler than Echo Screen. I agree. Specs. Echo Mist sounds like a soft drink or inhaler. It does, for sure. I agree. Ooh, we acquired the lifesaver ability. Perfect. Egg roll. Would you ever do like a cheese tasting? Yeah, totally. I love cheese. I like most cheeses, except I've given blue cheese many chances, and I just do not like blue cheese whatsoever. I once thought okay, I can imagine blue cheese tasting good with this apple salad I had when I was in San Francisco one time. So I got this delicious salad. It sounded great, but the blue cheese just overpowered the whole thing, and I was like, NVM, I still can't do it. Blue cheese is just too much for your old Pando, but I like really sharp cheddars. I like Gouda, I like goat cheese, I love feta, I love mozzarella. I like cheese a lot. Brig, you watched a video from Africa where they catch so many mosquitoes they can turn them into burgers. Space Robot Arm, personally, I can't wait to eat a fully lab-grown burger. Oh my gosh, I am so excited for lab-grown meat. I really think it's cool. I really love how I can get a vegan burger now that tastes almost identical to, or it tastes very similar to regular hamburger. But they're always so dang expensive. I'm excited for that future to become regular, to just eat the meat that, I would love to eat a juice. I like a juicy steak, but I feel bad about juicy steak sometimes, or regularly. But hey, if that never belonged to a sweet little cow, I'd be very happy about that. Air Captain, I imagine some of our food is probably lab grown already. Blue cheese is literally mold. No thanks, right? Brig, I got the buffalo fried chicken salad with blue cheese at 54th Street. So good. Yeah, I don't know. The blue cheese, a blue cheese dressing is different than just straight up blue cheese, which is just too much for me. Right, I'm healing. No, I guess I don't really. I guess we can just let's use some potions here. Space Robot Arm. Beyond Meat is really good. It is. I really do like Beyond Meat. Our local grocery store has their own, they call them, not Beyond, they call them I don't know, some things that sounds like it's the store brand version of Beyond Meat, and it's flippin' delicious. Reminds me I actually have one in my freezer right now. Jake, I can't wait to eat a lab-grown human. Jake! What the heck? Space Robot Arm. I mean, meat that wasn't born, I guess, right? That's true. I'm also not opposed to GMOs. GMOs are what get us, to be able to feed our incredibly large population on this planet we currently live on. If you want to make the biggest crop of rice, or you want to make a giant watermelon, sure, as long as it's delicious and it's safe, I'll eat it. And if it makes it, you know, inexpensive because there's so many, like, hello. Brig, it's blue cheese crumbles with the buffalo sauce on fried chicken strips. Perfect combo. I don't know. Blue cheese is bad cheese in my opinion.
Why would I?
Air Captain Colby Jack, Pepper Jack, the sharpest cheddar, mozzarella swish. Oh yeah, those are all good cheeses. A wheel of cheese is called a truckle. I also sometimes like getting like a nice thing of like Parmesan, and even just like cutting little cubes off that and eating like an apple and just like nibbling on some Parmesan. Oh, I'm making my mouth water just thinking about it.
Now that was something else.
That was nothing.
Everything we eat is a GMO. Cattle didn't evolve naturally. Right? Yes, I'm 3000% with you. And everyone's always like, ooh, this pear apple is freaky. I won't eat it. I'm like, why? Why not? We've been doing this with crops for a bajillion years. Let me eat my freaky fruits. If you put more vitamins in it and makes it even healthier for me, heck yeah, man. I'm in. Brig, I went to the Cheese Castle in Wisconsin and they had free samples of aged blue cheese and it was sweating profusely. What? That sounds nasty. It derives from trochlea, which is Latin for wheel pulley. Oh, I love that. Sorry, I try really hard not to spin my camera too much for you all, but sometimes I forget and I like end up like spinning it a lot, and I hope it doesn't make any of you feel yucky. Space Robot Arm, this conversation is making me hungry. BRB while I get food. Oh, heck yeah, I want some food.
We're gonna get through this.
Brig. It looked nasty too. I'll throw some pics in the disc. Oh, perfect. Can't wait to see nasty cheese.
We don't want to disappoint Marlene. That goes for you too, Cloud. Right?
You better give her a big old smile this time.
If the price is right.
Jake, strawberries are genetically engineered. They don't exist in nature. I know, like, I've definitely been around wild strawberries. They actually grew in my hometown. Along with a whole, like, so much wild blueberries. Oh my gosh. But they're like really teeny tiny little suckers. They are not the strawberries we know in the grocery store. Air Captain, 99% of all corn is GMO. That's, yeah, I've definitely heard that. Mashed Potato Fan, do they have Buffalo Wild Wings in Canada? They might in Toronto. I'm actually always curious about this stuff. I've seen like a wild, like we have a wild wing, but I wonder if we have it in Canada. Let me confirm if we have it here. I don't think we do. No, Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings locations. Tell me where my Buffalo Wild Wings is. Buffalo Wild Wings. More. Find my Buffalo Wild Wings. No, just Canada. Edmonton. Calgary? Oh, okay. So apparently there are Buffalo Wild Wings in my world, but they're in the city that's about 2 hours from me. So they do have them in Calgary, which is kind of fun. But yeah, we don't have them in Edmonton here. But yeah, they do. I wonder if they're in Calgary, it means they're gonna come to Canada, to Edmonton eventually. Air Captain, our bodies physically cannot digest non-GMO corn, apparently. Wild. If it wasn't for, isn't it wild, like the banana fact? How banana runs, like banana flavored things don't really taste like bananas, but there's like a certain flavor to them. Apparently that's all based off banana that actually, bananas used to taste like that, but that specific version of bananas died out, and that's why our bananas do not taste like all the stuff that's banana flavored, but all the banana flavoring is based off the original banana, or that particular banana. Does that, am I like, do I sound like I'm making things up? I feel like I am, but I feel like it's a fact. It's a real thing. Wild Wings are good. Buffalo Wild Wings is its own version of Mountain Dew. Nekomichi says, I don't like Buffalo Wild Wings. Dodoku. Lemons are actually not a natural fruit. Really? Mashed Potato Fan, you blew my banana brain. I don't like modern bananas. Yeah. There's only one strain of banana left in the whole world, apparently. Brig, bananas had a bad disease like 100 years ago that killed off all those bananas. I feel like it was actually like more recent than that. Like I think in like the 60s or something, like, or the 50s, like sometime where like they're already like making candies. And Air Captain, you have heard that before? Okay, so I'm not just like Kupo for Kupo nuts. Okay, so I'm pretty sure there's a little side quest here to open up the security ops room. And I think that all of the, or something here. I think we can do something extra here.
What? Open it already.
It's locked down.
Is there any way we can get it open?
Yeah, from that room over there.
Jake says, yeah, there was a blight that wiped out the entire cultivar of bananas that we used to eat. Yeah, I remember hearing that for the first time and was like, what?
You know, the faulty equipment storeroom's that way too.
Do you think we'll find the components we diverted there?
It's like a treasure vault.
So if you're curious what that banana used to taste like, banana runts, banana flavored like penicillin and stuff, I think that tastes like the original bananas did. Interstellar, yeah.
So how do we do this?
It's simple, really.
Dodoku, there are a combo of 2 different citrus fruits, but darned if I can remember which ones. Oh, the lemons? Yeah. Specs, the 60s were 80 years ago, Pando. No. You're probably right, but ooh. Brig, sweaty blue cheese picks up on the disc. Enjoy. Oh my gosh.
That our priority? This would be the treasure vault?
That's right.
What's the catch?
Need to bypass a high-level
The
security
60s
vault.
weren't 80 years ago. My mom was born in the 60s and she's nowhere near her 80s.
Sound like a real pain in the ass.
I was like, wait a second. There's no way. Okay, here we go. Let's open up the secret treasure room.
This is some hardcore shit. We up for this?
Yes, let's disable the security system. Okay. Locks can be disabled by simultaneously operating levers located on security panels. Bear and Cloud's levers are operated by using L and R respectively. At Tifa's signal, push L and R in the direction shown on the display. Okay.
Delta level security lockdown is currently in effect.
Okay, guys. You know what we have to do.
Copy me?
No, Tifa leads.
Oh, fine. After you, girl.
Gotta get past level 1 first, right? 3, 2, 1.
Shit!
Shake it off. 3, 2, 1.
Alpha level security disengaged.
That was great, you guys. Let's keep it up.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Beta level security
Killing it.
disengaged.
Wow! Think we've got this?
Hell yeah! Bring it on! Ain't nothing I love more than sticking it to shit.
Oh, sorry, sorry, 1 second. I gotta read these messages here. The 60s were 60 years ago. That's, yes, there you go. Yes, Nekomichi, you got it, yeah. Captain Giraffe, sorry, back to the store brand of veggie burgers. I'm racking my brain. Isn't it just called Impossible? I feel like that's 2 on the nose, but I can't think of anything else. There is there's Beyond Meat and there's Impossible, and those are the big main name brand burgers. The ones that I have in my freezer currently are actually called the Improbable Burger. It's the store brand of, it's an offshoot of the Impossible Burger, but they call them the Improbable Burger. Thanks. Thanks, Loblaws. Specs, I'm old. Your math gets worse when you get old. Of course. I forgive you, Specs. Yes, I'm with you there. Brig, 1969, nice, was 53 years ago. Yeah. Space Robot Impossible's another big brand competing with Beyond Meat. It's true.
Halfway there. Steady, guys. 3, 2, 1.
Ah, shoot.
Breathe when I breathe. We got this. 3, 2, 1.
Gamma level security disengaged.
No way! You guys are naturals. Okay, final round. Don't lose focus. 3, 2, 1.
Woohoo! We got into the
Delta
security
level
room.
security disengaged. Disposal room now accessible.
Take that, Shinra! Making us jump through hoops.
Air Captain, the original bananas died out because of a disease called Panama disease, which is literally a banana killer. If one plant is infected, the entire banana plantation has to be razed to the ground and started over. Dang. Space Robot Arm. Oh, I read about that the other day, actually, and apparently artificial banana flavors based on that banana type. Yes! That's what we were actually just talking about. I was like, as I was saying it out loud, I was like, I feel like I'm making things up, but no. This is literally the way it was, which is very, very fun in my opinion. Go beyond impossible, make bug burgers. Yeah, I'll eat some bug burgers, why not?
Score. It's just like concept.
They say a job well done is on reward. I say take everything that ain't nailed down.
Air Captain, and the bananas we have now have the same flaw as those bananas. So in the next decade, we may lose bananas entirely, or they'll be modified again or something and end up tasting different again. Yeah, I like bananas a whole heck of a lot, so I don't want to lose bananas. That'd make me very sad. Space Robot Arm, I doubt we will lose bananas entirely. Oh my goodness, hello! It's snowing men, it's farting men. Hello Vinny Bag of Chips. Oh my goodness, hello Fancy Margaret. Hello Games and Broadcast. Hello Genshin Impact. Hello everyone. To Snowmans, what were you streaming tonight? You're streaming some Tomb Raider. How is that going? What's going on? What's on the up and up? Thank you so much for the raid, folks. How are you all doing? No, to Snowmans. Welcome on in, Raiders. Hello. Toots. Shut up, ACP. How you doing? What's going on? What's on the up and up? Thank you so much for that raid. I really appreciate it. Spectrum Branch. Hello. Did you have a great stream tonight to Snowmans? Fancy Margaret, thank you so much for following. Welcome on in to the Pando Party. Woo. Ding. Cactuar Pose. Snow's streaming career was just casually destroyed. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the bit. Shut up, ACP. I really appreciate that.
This one's for you, Marge.
Space Robot Arm says there are many cool people in this raid. Yes, folks. Oh, shut up, ACP. Thank you so much for following. Welcome on into the Pando Party. Woo. Ding, Cactuar Pose. Hey, folks, welcome on in. I am Pando. If you don't follow Dust Snowman's reading texts and talking at the same time, never wise. If you don't follow Dust Snowman's, please do. They are cool news cucumbers, and I highly recommend. And hello, for those of you who don't know me. If this is your first time joining Pando, hello. I am Pando, or Pando-ish. I stream mostly JRPGs Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. People call me the JRPG professor. That's me pushing up my glasses. Additionally, Fridays are devoted to a kind of a grab bag of things. Either we're playing Ace Attorneys with Trash Kitty, or we're playing, currently we're playing through Symphony of the Night. We're going through all the Castlevanias. And I'm going to start my first Soulsborne playthrough on Fridays as well. So it's always something fun. And then we got Saturdays where we play just kind of whatever the dang heck we please. So yeah, welcome on in, folks. I like video games. I like them a lot. I like talking about them in a lot of capacities. I like modern games. I like old games. I care about video games on a level that is maybe unhealthy. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for joining us. And we got a Murloc, a gurgle. Who is Murloc and what is on his chest? Well, this is actually Snorlax here. This is Murloc, and he does have something you asked. You want to hear his voice. So here is the Murloc with some wise words for you, ACP. Oh, you don't say. Whoa, no way. Oh, hello. Welcome on in. Thank you so much. Oh, I've never really said hello to the folks at home with him here. You've been a beautiful audience. Mwah. 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 Woo. Oh, boy. I feel like you're being double threatened by the Tomberry squad. Oh, I am. They're the terrible Tomberry twins, and they're out for my blood, but too bad for them. They're slow suckers. That's too bad for them. Tomb Raider's heckin' fun though. Yeah, and yeah, if you haven't followed Space Robot, please do, folks, as well. Is that Final Fantasy V on my shirt? Yeah, it's Boko. Boko, Boko, Boko. Boko all along. But yeah. That's what I got going on. Oh, and now Tay has requested a Professor Pando lecture, which is something I absolutely can do. So we'll take a little time out of Final Fantasy VII Remake here briefly, and I will do a... Yes, of course, the snowmans, please. Go take a walk, go rest, go recover. You just did a stream, and I super understand that. Hello, Mobuli, how you doing? What's going on? What's on the up and up? Thank you for the lurk. For the folks at home, I don't actually wear glasses, but you can't be professor without sweet shades, right? I mean, sweet shades, sweet glasses. They're so glary. Anyway, it's time to, we're learning about Shadow Heart's Covenant as per Tay's request. I hope those are fake shades and you aren't hurting your eyes. Yes, these are fake. These are fake glasses. I do not actually wear glasses in any capacity. These are definitely costume. I went to Claire's Accessories for the first time since I was like 15, and now, I'm like 37. So I'm like, oh, it's been, 20 years since I've been in this store. But I went in and was like, I feel like a preteen again to buy costume glasses, and it was fun. But I'm getting old. One day I'm going to have to actually wear glasses, and it's going to be... I've actually always wanted to wear glasses. Like, I always wanted glasses. And I'm the only one in my family who doesn't wear them. And then as I've been getting older, I'm like, you know what? I really should just appreciate the fact that I don't wear glasses, because I'm going to have to obviously wear them. I can't defy aging. Everyone has to get glasses. Hey, oh my gosh! ACP, thank you so much for the Prime sub. That means so much to me. It's true, Brig. I do have the best eyesight on the planet. It's accurate. Oh, Shadow Hearts was great. Okay, Shadow Hearts Covenant. I think I own Shadow Hearts Covenant, actually. Despite the fact that I've never played Shadow Hearts yet. Shadow Hearts Covenant is page 290. Okay, this is for you, Tay. I'm sorry, I'm just so blibber blabbering, blibby blabby. You look super duper cool with glasses. Why, thank you. I feel like I look super duper cool with glasses. You're not 37 for real, are you? Was that serious? You look a day over 21. Banda's getting pretty old next month. She turns 21 next month, can finally drink alcohol. Woo, 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 woo. It's true. Can't wait to spot the bias, good or bad. I know. Isn't that the most fun part about this? And once again, AC, thank you so much for the sub. It means so much to me. Okay, so here we go. And yes, I actually am at 37. Here we go. Shadow Hearts Covenant. You can see it here yet. Got that Shadow Hearts Covenant. Woohoo! Okay, so let's learn about Shadow Hearts Covenant, folks. Shadow Hearts Covenant. Developer Nautilus. Released in 2003. Released in 2003. For the PlayStation 2. You are right on the money there, Shut Up ACP. It is absolutely from the PlayStation 2. Air Captain. I know what I'm doing when I get 10k points. Okay. This Shadow Hearts sequel takes place after the start of World War I. It initially focuses on a young German soldier named Karen, who is charged with investigating what appears to be a demon in the French village of Domremy. That demon turns out to be Yuri, who has certainly seen better days. At the end of the first game, there were 2 endings with different fates for Alice. This sequel decided that the bad ending was canon. So Yuri is mourning the loss of his love. But there's no time to sit around crying, as Yuri has also made himself an enemy of the Vatican. Karen teams up and runs off with him, taking you on another expansive adventure, picking up on even weirder characters. Wow. This game gets dark, huh? Bad ending canon is a bold move. I feel like game developers love to do that. I think it makes for a more interesting sequel, I think. For developers for writing, not necessarily for fans. You know what I'm saying? Indeed. The first Shadow Hearts has bits of humor, but this sequel really amps up the weirdness. There's Geppetto, a puppeteer who uses his dancing marionettes to attack. Blanca, a ferocious white wolf. Joachim, a showboating, Joachim? I can't pronounce this one. A showboating vampire who attacks the variety of large, blunt items, including tables, mailboxes, and gigantic fish. Oh my goodness. Whose alter ego is the superhero wrestler Grand Papillon. Oh my god. And Anastasia Romanov, based on the real-life Russian princess who has a crush on Kuronado Inugami, a samurai from a Japanese village. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. Each character has unique subquests that allow them to become more powerful. Blanca can dogfight with other wolves. Karen looks for scores from Wagner's Nibelung opera cycle. And Geppetto hunts for gay porno-themed stud cards to create new dresses for his doll. What? In addition to the many subquests, Shadow Hearts Covenant gives you much greater customization of the size and type of judgment rings, allowing you to balance the sizes of risks and rewards. As such, the fights are like slot machines that you can control. You can also turn them off completely if you prefer the traditional way of fighting. But once you get used to it, you realize that major battles become all the more compelling when they rely on your reflexes and your willingness to take risks, as much as your strategy. The battle system has seen other improvements, including allowing 4 characters in combat versus 3 from the first game, and the creation of combos by knocking foes into the air and having other party members pummel them, creating larger chains of damage. Visually, the game is a huge improvement over its predecessor, using fully 3D rendered locations and much improved character models. The cutscenes are much more prevalent and better directed, and have some decent voice acting and genuinely excellent and funny scripts. Shadow Hearts Covenant is an excellent game, with a large cast that's diverse in both personality and function, and an even more unique take on history. Famous faces include Lawrence of Arabia and Rasputin the Monk. Moreover, its gameplay systems are greatly enhanced over its predecessors. In other words, it's one of the best JRPGs on the PlayStation 2. Heroine Karen Cohen is featured on the American cover of the Shadow Hearts sequel, but the true star is once again the sarcastic half-demon, half-hero Yuri. Wow, okay. Well, we have learned some very interesting stuff here. Learn about a character who needs his stud magazines to be very powerful. Specs. So yes, there you go, class. We have learned about Shadow Hearts Covenant. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to wackadoo the mic. Put the old textbookaroo. But yeah, wow, the book writer's bias loves Shadow Hearts, so it's very interesting for us. But yeah, for those of you who Shadow Hearts Covenant playthrough when? Well, we need to play through the first Shadow Hearts first, I feel like, because I haven't played through any of them yet. But yes, I do own Covenant, so we bet your bottom dollar we're going to do that. So yes, for those of you who've joined us, we're actually in the middle of playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. We're just about to blow up the Sector 5 reactor. We've just done a little side thingy. And a lot of story stuff is about to happen, so. And yes, as Captain Giraffe has reminded everyone here, there is currently a vote up in the Discord. If you want to have a say on what I play after Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's there. It's there. The vote is there. The options for this time, we're throwing way back after playing something super modern. It's going to be original Final Fantasy, or it's going to be original Dragon Quest, like the first games in the series is. It's going to be, or it's going to be Phantasy Star 2, or it's going to be Earthbound Beginnings. So if you want to have a say, please go and have a vote over in the old Discord.
Is currently in effect.
So we need to synchronize our movements?
In that case, follow my lead.
Nah, Tifa's.
Fine, have it your way.
Okay, give me 1 second,
Pay attention,
Specs.
you two. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I went too early,
Don't
I think.
rush it.
Sorry.
Focus. 3, 2, 1.
Oops.
I'm still getting
Sorry,
warmed up.
Barrett.
Shake it off. 3, 2, 1.
Emergency lockdown disengaged.
Gotcha.
Now that is what I call teamwork.
Go team.
Okay. Shut up, Basie. That took me so long the first time I ever did that. In the original game, I was really, really bad at it. But definitely enjoying it. The race is pretty close right now. Between Earthbound Beginnings, Dragon Quest, and Final Fantasy, the people are really kind of high up on those. It could be either or by the time the votes go up this week. And so Specs has also requested another Pando lecture here for us. So let's put back on our professor glasses, and we're gonna do Revelations, the Demon Slayer, aka Last Bible. Oh my gosh. Space Robot Arm, I think Earthbound Beginnings would be fun just because you finished it yourself. Yeah, you know, I've absolutely played original Earthbound before, and I love the heck out of it. But for some reason, I'm like, you know, if we're going to play Earthbound on stream, I kind of want to play Beginnings first because I haven't played it. I've played original Earthbound, though. Love Earthbound. Don't get me started on Earthbound. It's so good. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so we're doing Revelations, the Demon Slayer. Do you think it's under R, or I think it's going to be Last Bible? You never completed Beginnings, Air Captain? Revelations. Nope, it's not under Revelations. Maybe it's under Last Bible. Last Bible, yeah. 175. It's actually a series. 175. Or under S for Shin Megami Tensei? Is it under... There is Last Bible in here, but Shin Megami Tensei... Honestly, it feels like a proto SMT for what you remember of it. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is 100%. There's Shin Megami Tensei If, Shin Megami Tensei 2, 4 Apocalypse, 9 Devil Summoner, Digital Devil Saga, Raidu, Nocturne, and Strange Journey. So I think the Last Bible here is the one we want. It's a series. 175. Let's check it out. 175. Oh man, remember when Live Alive's coming out in July? Oh my gosh, I keep just remembering that and getting real excited. 175, please and thank you, my friends. Okay, yeah. So they kind of put so for Last Bible, you get just just a write up all about all the last Bibles. So here we go. Last Bible. How fun. Check that out. Wow. Look at that guy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so Last Bible, the series. Let's have a little background music on in here. I just like to. Oh, maybe there's. Oh, why don't I hear any music? Oh, this is probably on me. Maybe? I don't know. Can you all hear that? Oh, no. Right. Whatever. You won't be able to hear that anyway. So I'm just going to pause it. And I'll figure out that problem later. Okay. So Last Bible, the series. Developer, Atlas Multimedia Intelligence Transfer. Released in 1993. The platforms were Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Super Famicom, and the Game Gear. Predating Pokemon and developed concurrently with Shin Megami Tensei, Megami Tensei Gaiden Last Bible is a child-friendly interpretation of Atlas's flagship series. It's largely a Japan-only sub-series, though the first game did receive a localized Game Boy Color release titled Revelations: The Demon Slayer. Coming out at the height of Pokemania, this dated take on the formula ended up a commercial flop. The first two Last Bible titles were released a scant 11 months apart for the Game Boy. They're fairly similar games that take cues from Dragon Quest. Our heroes embark across a nondescript fantasy world, allying with both humans and monsters in their quest to vanquish the ultimate evil. The second game gets a little more characterization and a plotline focusing on how the heroes of the first game inspired a climate of discrimination and genocide against all monsters, who also largely wish to live in peace. Great. Despite its pedigree, the Last Bible series has plenty of mythological figures, along with pulling the bulk of its bestiary from the Dungeons & Dragons Monster Manual. Still, Shin Megami Tensei's trademark negotiation and fusion are both here, though in unsurprisingly simplified forms. The series made the jump to the Super Famicom in 1995 with Last Bible 3, which is a series at its best. A more story-centric game, it is set 200,000 years after its predecessors, in a society where humans and monsters live in peace. Seal and his friends are students of Bolton Magic School until the Polish government bans the practice of magic on grounds of heresy, which sparks a rebellion. The negotiation and fusion system have been overhauled nicely, bringing Last Bible 3 closer to SMT mechanically, though strangely the plot never seems to want you to spend too much time with your monster pals, constantly filling the party with Seal's human friends. Following Last Bible 3, the series received a pair of oddball side games. The first, Another Bible, was released for the Game Boy and developed by HAL subsidiary DICE. It is a strategy game that has virtually nothing to do with Last Bible or SMT, aside from the ability to recruit monsters. The bare-bones plot sees heroes Kashiel and Petunia journey from Earth to Heaven to battle the titular Bible, a giant book with angry eyes. It's a janky little game, though it has some cool tunes by Mega Man composer Manami Matsumae. More interesting is Last Bible Special, published by Sega for the Game Gear without any involvement from Atlas. Much closer to SMT than Last Bible proper, Special is as hard-as-nails first-person dungeon crawler in which the hero Mattel traverses Jerusalem to track down and slay the Antichrist. What? In the mold of wizardry, dungeons are trap-laden, and even early encounters are capable of wiping out the party. Each floor is an increasingly complex maze, and the game can only be saved in town, an unfortunate choice when one considers the Game Gear's poor battery life. Last Bible 3 is the nicest looking of this rather scattershot Megami Tensei spin-off sub-series, and also the sole console energy. Wow, there we go. There we go. Now we've learned about Last Bible. What a treat. I kind of remember that it was like a off of. It was based off Shin Megami. The Game Gear RPG library is so obscure. It's so weird, right? I agree. Okay. I don't know what's going on up there. I don't know. I can't hear anything. Why did I lose the volume? Why did I lose volume? Is it because... Okay, let me just double check something here real quick. I'm not actually BRBing. I'm just... want to know if I can hear. Oh. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, it's a madness. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. Okay, so my audio is working. We got the double dance, but I don't know where the sound went to this video game. I lost the sound in the video game, which is kind of a bummer. Why did this happen? Why you do this to me? Pando, pando, pando. Yeah, you hear the game sound. I'm wondering why I don't hear the game sound. I know you all hear the game sound. Yeah, sorry, it's me, not you. I don't know why it would stop doing that. Stop me from hearing the sound. It's very rude. No, I know you all can hear it. I just can't, and I want to hear it. I want to enjoy the music and stuff with you all. So, where did my audio go? Something that got changed when you tried to turn on some music? Yeah, that was when I noticed that it was really quiet, and I was like, why? Normally I can hear it nonstop. So it should be... Okay, give me just a second. I'm just going to see if I plug this in, if it'll fix it. We might... I hope I don't crash anything here, so I apologize in advance. Okay, still here, still here. Okay. Come back to me, please. Okay, it should... Give me audio. Give me audio. Let's go, let's go. Okay, yeah, it's not there. But you all can hear us. Oh no, I broke it, of course, yeah. That's on me. Let me just redo that for you all. There you go, you should have it back now. Okay, it's all good. Why did I lose audio for myself? What did I do? Good night, Boobless Pit. Thanks so much for hanging out. Rest well and be safe. What did I do? If y'all can hear the audio, then it's me. Why can't I hear it? What did I do? What did I press? What did I press? What did I do? This is rude. It's rude, crude attitude. Oh, I see. I got it fixed. It was just a little silly question. Is the volume up? Okay, no, I figured it out. Sorry, this is just something that happens on... I have a fancy little Focusrite setup, but sometimes I'll bump a wire and it gets finicky. But I got it. Got it. I can hear it now. We're all good. I just bumped a wire accidentally in all my moving around. So we are Gouda to go. No more panics. Ooh, we can get another audio track here. Ooh, bombing mission. Heck yeah. Okay, mega potions are on sale. Let's buy those. Let's buy an ether. Okay. Okay, we own all the materia, so good. Okay, let's save the game just before we save. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Well, team, let's roll out.
to go.
Oh, does this look familiar to folks? Does this... I just love how this looks like it's straight up, like, ripped from original Final Fantasy VII and then just placed in here in 3D. Oh, it's just so good. I wonder what happens here. Wonder what's going to happen here, right? Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Huh? Huh? Look!
But he doesn't come in on his helicopter this time.
Oh, the eyes of one who has bathed in Mako, which would make you a soldier.
Ex-soldier.
Once a soldier, always a soldier. Though not, alas, for very long. Accelerated cellular degradation being the most common cause of death by far. This is classified, of course, but every soldier...
Me too, AC. I also love how they
That's
improved the
right.
technology of Shinra.
Think you forgetting someone?
Alright, and I just will note real quick for anyone who's freshly popped in or whatever. Even though I finished this game, I have a lot of folks in chat who are seeing this for the first time, so just want to make sure we don't talk about anything too far ahead or anything like that.
Let's talk about wasteful indulgences. What is Mako? The life stream.
Yeah, what is it?
The lifeblood of the planet.
Our planet.
But Shinra keeps on slurping it up like a thirsty dog. What do you think's gonna happen if you don't stop, huh?
We do indeed.
Yeah, I think Shinra technology, it makes more sense than the president showing up here himself, right? That seems very dangerous and dumb to do.
Yet the people willfully turn a blind eye to the cost. As you must surely be aware.
Don't you dare try to put this on us! If anyone's going along with your plans, it's cause you brainwashed them!
Such methods are...
AC says, I feel like he could have just shot a bullet out of the robot with it so close to Barrett's head, right? I mean, villain. What's a villain without monologuing, though? You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for stoking our people's patriotic fervor.
Wu-Tang! The hell we are!
You still don't understand your role in this.
What are they doing?
Don't you see? You fools were never in control. Never anything but pawns in our plans to sound great and glorious war to the people.
John DiMaggio?
And your instruments of insurrection will detonate. When we so choose.
God damn it!
Now let us raise the curtain on our main event.
The voice of Heidegger? Yeah. AKA Waka. I mean, I voice, whenever I play a JRPG that doesn't have voices, I voice all the characters, and I feel like I did a great Heidegger. Yeah, ha, 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 ha. But sure. John DiMaggio, good job. Ooh, this looks dango. Nice.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this.
It's just like when I failed you.
Cloud, get your head in the game. We're counting on you, man.
And Marcus Phoenix, nice. Jake, your Heidegger, best Heidegger.
I'm fine. You guys good to go?
As good as I'll ever be.
I'm waiting.
Okay, we have 21 minutes to beat this thing. Okay, let's assess it first.
I got your number.
Okay, of course, it's weak to electricity. Who could have foreseen that happening? Certainly not I. Those darn Wutai L beds, right, Fantasy? But I think we're forgetting his best and most iconic role, which is Specs, the best rendition of those who fight further in the game, in my honest opinion. Ooh, it's very good, I won't lie to you. Oh yeah, I forgot him being timed here.
Steady. That it?
Bender. Oh right, yes, he's Bender. Fun on a bun, of course, of course.
Come on. Bring it.
Oh, Cloud, sorry, I didn't realize you were,
Steady.
He was also Kamari in Final Fantasy X along with Waka. Oh, okay, okay.
Let me give you strength.
Abilities. Spells, how you throw a barrier on Tifa.
Steady.
Ooh, you are out of step.
Here it comes.
Oh, I agree. I also hope they show off the next game. I'm with you there. They take an ether. Why not, Cloud?
You've seen but a fraction of this machine's true capabilities. That has not been enough. Now show me how fast you can run.
Good job. Good job, Cloud. Throw a little, I post down.
That was too close.
We need to come up with a plan.
Though you still need to get a PS5 for Intergrade. Intergrade, very good. Very, very good.
Gotta move. Come on.
You didn't think your bets, did you?
Abilities. Hit it.
Calling lightning. Steady.
That's it. Very good.
Ooh, yeah, let's go. Run. Woo!
Buzz off.
Intergrade is on PC now, right? Yes, it is on PC, I believe. I believe. Actually, I don't. I say that as if I know, but I actually
Let's take care
don't
of them
know.
first. Bring it.
Woohoo! A summon.
Hope you're ready.
Time for Chocobo and Moogle. Oh my god, look at them. Yay! Hooray! It's Chocobo and Moogle.
Can't move.
I'm waiting.
Not sure how good the PC port is, but it's better than it was at launch, right? Star Pendle Square and PC port issues, of course. AC, I really don't want to do anything with the Epic Store. Fair. Star Pendle, Pando, random question: are you into horror games? I guess it depends. I've never really played a lot of horror games because I am always kind of, I don't like feeling too scared, and video games that are scary are kind of scary, but like, I like Phasmo. You go, Panda, you go. Thank you, Chewbacca. That's so kind of you to say. Heatender, imagine these graphics but more true to the OG game. Honestly, I really love this game. But Star Pendle, I do actually like playing Phasmo and stuff. I just, I'm just kind of a sucky baby who stands in the truck a lot. AC with the Popeye arms? Realistic Popeye arms? Jake, that chocobo noise woke up your cat, of course. Star Pendle, just realized the Quarry is coming out, and it's the spiritual successor to Until Dawn. Wasn't sure if it's on your radar. Is it made by the same team? Because they're busy working on all of their Dark Revelations games, aren't they? Same people? Oh, the Quarry looks interesting. I do actually really love Until Dawn, and I like playing those. I like how they like incorporated like a co-op mode, you know? It's very cool in my humble opinion. Okay, you need to heal yourself, buddy.
Never quit, never surrender.
Wrong person here. What am I doing? Oh my gosh, what am I doing?
I'm waiting.
Oh, your limit breaks here. Perfect.
You're as good as dead.
Enjoying your time with new weapon.
Aw, yeah. Thanks, Jokobos. It's so kind of you. Okay, let's go. Items. I think I have some things I can like throw at them, right? Space Robot Arm says, the character models in the Quarry have the same uncanny valleyness of Until Dawn. Star Pendle, I find it interesting it is an online mode where the audience can vote for the decisions. Oh, I love that. Oh, that'd be really fun.
Heads up. Now we can finally take it down.
Wrong person. Here you go. Put barrier on Cloud. Antifa, you do your focus strike.
You ready? Damn it!
And do another. Oops. No. Sure. Why not? And you can cast Thundar. Oh, you don't. Right. You need an ether.
Behold the full potential of the air monster.
Uh-oh.
Damn, all those drones. Time to do your thing, big man.
Watch and learn. Just make sure you got my back, all right?
Gotta be careful. Come on.
Oh dear. Oh no, he healed himself. Sorry. Ooh, okay. And now it can fly, right? AC, Captain Draft Chat. Is the Quarry different from the Dark Pictures Anthology? All right, that's what I was saying. Dark Revelations, Dark Pictures Anthology stuff. Like, is it separate, or did they change the name from the Devil in Me to the Quarry? Great question, because yeah, they did have something announced, right? It's its own thing? Interesting.
No need to panic.
Now! Get in there!
Yep, I hear you loud and clear.
Fuck on this!
There!
Bang!
Let's see here. AC says the only thing I know about the Until Dawn games that Until Dawn is good. Most of the others are not, though that Army Temple one was decent from what you've heard. Nekomichi Dark Pictures Anthology is being done for Bamco. The one that's being done, this one is being done for 2K. Okay. Honestly, I think that a lot of the other ones have been pretty good, honestly. They're all very much the same, though. Like, they're all in very similar veins. Hey, Chewbacca, thank you so much for following. Welcome on into the Pando Party. Woo, 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 woo. Ding, cat pose. I don't really have only 5 minutes, do I? That'd be, 15. Okay, I thought I missed the one there. I'm like, where did the time go? But we fine. Okay, take another ether cloud.
Let me show you how it's
and
done.
Then
light him up.
Spells. Maybe you could cast Blizzard on him or whatever. Okay, Barrett. That is your real name. Cast a barrier on yourself, maybe. Okay, go for the overpower. And you can do focus shot on the airbuster.
Buzz off.
High potion on yourself. But that sounds really interesting to play one of those with like online integration, having a chat tell you what to do. That sounds like it'd be really fun. Honestly, I kind of like that.
No more playing nice.
It's almost time for the grand finale. You will burn like the reactors you sold me.
I've got you covered.
Okay, he's getting close. We can use our limit break. It'll be very fun.
Now!
Right. Give it all you've got.
This footage will prove invaluable in raising morale of our Shinra rank and file.
We almost got this. Come on, guys.
Bring it on.
Let's talk what we're made of.
Items, high potion, Barret. Captain Drastic. I like the series of games by DPA. I'm looking at Corey trailers now. Ooh, oh. Vance, actually, we got a raise spell, so good on Cloud. Cloud was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Bring it home.
Let's do this. Come on. Deal with that.
Yes, it's my turn.
Not throwing it at all.
Oops, wrong person, wrong person. Seems like a Cabin in the Woods type of game. Nice. Tang's busted. Yeah, I totally got Tang's busted. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, we survived at least. But yikes.
Let's finish this.
Nice. Did it. Good old 90s horror vibes. Yeah, that's what that movie. Cabin in the Woods was that movie. I know what you're talking
We don't
about.
have long to get clear.
Take Tifa and get out of here.
I was wrong about you.
This ain't the end of the line for you or me.
Cloud!
Thank you for the bits. Bye, Cloud. Oh, look. Oh, no, that's not going to work, is it? And here we go. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Falling, falling, falling. Cloud, hang on. Kinda hard.
Hey, buddy. You okay? Yeah. Made it through with just a couple of scraped knees back then. Back then? What do you say? We doing this? Have we? Never mind about that. Right now, you need to focus on yourself. Move something. Anything. Why not? Good. Easy does it. Slow. And steady. Yeah. Hey, who are you? Who are you?
I am your everything.
Hello in there.
Oh, Cloud. There's still so much to be done.
Ooh, the budding bodyguard. Oh, heck yeah.
Maybe you're not okay.
Oh, the music. Oh. Every time.
He lives. Finally awake, are we?
You're...
Aerith. It's Aerith. And you are?
Cloud.
Nice to meet you again.
Again, huh?
What? You don't remember? What about the flowers?
Oh, the flower girl. And this is...
Been
an old church in the Sector 5 slums. You came crashing through the roof without so much as a lookout below.
Hey, Pigs Pirate, great to see you. I forgot.
Right
I saw
into
you
my flower
earlier and
bed.
I forgot to give you a
Lucky
proper
for
hello.
Like, really?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Don't worry about it. They're a lot tougher than they look. This place, it has a kind of power. Before I forget, you dropped this when you landed.
Thanks.
I've got one too.
You and everybody and their mother.
Not like mine, no. It's special. Mine's not good for anything at all.
Ugh. Oh God, seeing some of that stuff.
Bet you just don't know how to use it.
Could be. Though, I really don't mind. Just having it is enough. It was a gift from my mother. Pretty crazy, huh? Us meeting again like this. You should stay a while.
Okay. I am Vengeance. Chewbacca, I am Iron Man. Specs, the slum drunk. Yes, there she is, the old slum drunk. AC, oh, I never realized her materia was in her ribbon. Captain Giraffe Lucy from Fairy Tale? Okay, look at this. Oh my gosh. Just being here the first time, I was just like, oh, just look at it. Oh my God. Look at this place. And oh, the flowers. Oh, it's so good. Oh my gosh. It's all my dreams coming true. Please walk away. Walking away from this part is hilarious. Okay. Well, see ya.
And just when I had finished tending the flowers here, gotta start over. Just me, myself, and I.
Hang back. We're not in any hurry.
Oh, we can hear people talking on the other side. Okay, sorry. We'll help you. Hello, DJ Anime. How you doing tonight? What's going on? What's on the up and up?
I could stick around a bit.
Really? You will?
She's so
in
happy.
That case. Huh?
I'll see myself in. Thanks.
Oh my God. You're good. Just chilling before bed.
And
nice.
who are you?
He's my bodyguard. And a soldier. Pretty cool, huh?
Huh? A soldier?
Ex-soldier.
Oh boy, Reno,
Well, what do you
perfect
know?
timing.
You've got the eyes at least.
You
Axel
don't
from
mind,
Kingdom
do you?
Hearts?
Bodyguard work's not too different from merc stuff, right? I guessed. From the sword. Just do this for me, okay?
He's like, man, what did I get rolled up into?
Fine, but it'll cost you a lot.
A lot, huh? One date ought to do it.
Huh. Well, you're weird enough to be one. What class?
First.
If you're gonna bullshit me, at least try to make it believable.
Hey, watch the flowers!
You heard the lady.
I'll make this quick.
You better.
Bodyguard.
Will do, Eris.
You know I'm hers too, right?
Really? Since when? This is the first I've heard of it.
Because it was classified princess.
I don't think that counts then.
The name's Reno. Got it memorized? Heck yeah. DJ Anime, is this your first playthrough of this? No, it's not. But I do have folks in chat who haven't played through the games before, through this before. So I'm just trying to make sure that there's no spoilers for people who haven't played the game before. But for me, this is my second go through.
Hey, little help in here, guys?
Yeah. But I get so enamored with it every time. I'm like, oh my god, look at everything.
You're mine. It's over. Whatever. Good old what's his face. Hardly knew that. Keep doing cleanup, but I'm damn good at it.
Cool fight with Reno. Wait. Are you telling me? Are you telling me that Reno didn't look cool previously? Oh, come on. Look it up. Yeah, look it up. What a cool guy. Cosplay. Oh, did it?
Careful!
Steady.
Oh. You can't hear me? Okay, not as cool as your Reno, of course. You honestly can't hear me? Oh, it says it's when you're presenting Reno. Oh, well yeah, because I was up here. It's because I wasn't talking into the mic. I'm so sorry. That's why you couldn't hear me. I was trying to shout so you could, but yes, I wasn't into looking into the mic. Chewbacca, I applied to be a Turk, but Shinra rejected my application. Oh no. Okay, not as cool as your Reno. Yeah, sorry everyone. I know you couldn't hear me, but I was hoping that I'd be, okay, anyway, let's, first things first, let's assess Reno. Let's learn about him here.
Too bad.
An operative with the Turks unit of Shinra's General Affairs Division. Fast and extremely agile, he leaps into attack with his special Shinra-made security baton. Okay, great. Oh, shoot. I forgot. What was his deal? Okay, it's just resistant to electricity, but he's not weak to anything, so that's fun. Well, then we'll just keep triple slashing him or whatever. If, we can hit him.
I'm waiting.
Nekomichi, there you go, Panda. We can see recent Brooklyn asking for no spoilers for this and others. Did you make me a thingy? Because I don't see it, honestly, but I trust you.
What you waiting for, bodyguard? I'm right here.
Oh, respect.
Steady.
Do you really have to fight me with flowers?
Perfect. Thanks, Nekomichi. Yes, you're right. He is lightning based, so that makes sense. Well, that's fine. We'll save it for heals, and we'll just use abilities on him.
Try this.
Aw, man.
Really?
Steady.
Coming for ya.
Okay. Steady.
No, he's very fast.
I'm waiting. Come on.
Okay, oops, cure yourself. That sounds good.
Feeling good.
Well, okay then. What's up?
Don't step on the flowers, you're gonna catch holy hell. I know, I know. AC, God, I can't wait to finish this game and go through to get on hard. I should, I did finish I did finish it once on my PS4. Because I'm playing on my PS5, I can't do the New Game Plus stuff. But I've considered going through to get on hard after. Alright, what am I doing? He's gonna be resistant to this, you dummy. Fahennis, I'm going to hit the hay, Pando. Hope you the rest of the stream is a fun one. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Fahennis. Rest well, be safe, and I'll see you again soon, okay, my friend?
Let's finish this.
Ooh, perfect time. He staggered time to use my cross slash. Ooh, nice. Ooh, yeah. Except we can't bring him past that certain point of damage, I guess.
Gonna make me work for it, huh? Well, lucky for you, tough guy. Consummate professional.
I'm waiting.
Or at least catch holy, right?
You didn't see that one coming. No way! You walked into that one.
Oops. Oh wow, you never saw that attack? Yeah, it's very rude. I'm playing in classic mode for the first time, but sometimes Cloud just walks into dumb stuff and it's really annoying.
Let's try that again.
Very rude, right? Agreed. That's what I'm saying. Chewbacca.
Not so tough now, are you? Soldier boy.
Rude. Oh, classic ones that way never change characters. I don't know. I sometimes just like not changing characters. It's kind of how I always play these things. I kind of just choose a character and stick with them. I do it with all of them. Every game that lets you control just one character, I'm like, well, this is the main one. I'm gonna do it. So that's just how I don't know. It's the one I have to control all the time, so I like it. But yes, the first time I played it, I played through it all in normal mode, like action mode, and it was fun. But I thought for this playthrough, I would try the classic mode and see what it was like. And it was just, I don't know, interesting. It's interesting to check it out. You mainly switch in this game so the enemies attack whoever you play as? I never considered that, honestly.
I'm waiting.
Items. I actually no. Use spells. Yeah.
Hey, don't step on the flowers.
You thought classic mode was just super easy mode, but it looks kind of fun. It's actually, yeah, it's
Bring it.
the thing with classic mode is that it's still normal difficulty, so things still hit you like, I mean, I'm playing on normal difficulty, but things are still normal difficulty. But it is interesting because I was so busy, oh, sorry, Eris. I was so busy being concerned about, like, hitting things and dodging that I wasn't using a lot of my spells the first time I played. So it's been kind of fun to just actually utilize a lot of my materia and stuff this time. Okay, do triple slash. Oh my god, he's like 5 seconds from death. Just kill the guy. Ooh, okay, just limit break him.
You're as good as dead.
You found in your second playthrough, you just got so much extra materia. The moment one is fully leveled up, you just stop using it. Gotta get it all prepped for hard mode, right?
I just wanted to.
Cloud! No!
Oh.
Huh? Are they? Sir! Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Go get the girl.
Thank you, Chewbacca.
Sir!
The hell?
Weird. They're not attacking.
Hey! Open it up!
Come on.
Over here!
Okay, let's take this opportunity. Cloud. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Captain Giraffe.
Nowhere to go but up.
Ding. Ooh, the music is very exciting here, isn't it?
We should run.
There we go. Yeah, sorry, Eris. I was too busy healing myself. See, I can't go that way. Rude. Yes, you're right. Taunting that materia you can't get yet, right? Nekomichi, every time Pando thinks Chewie, I have to look at my screen and A, make sure Chewie isn't somehow on my screen, and B, wonder how Pando is seeing my screen. Specs, enough playing around. Go to some Donkey Kong, Cloud, right? You have some Donkey Kong to do, okay? I'm pretty sure that we don't just have free range. You probably just get pushed through stuff. Nekomichi is playing Lego Star Wars. Nice. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Through the attic. Maybe we can get out that way.
Right. Through that hole.
Got it. Okay. Thanks for the camera angle. Do you want me to go back this way? What do you want from me? Oh, you want me to save Eris's life?
Come on.
Oh, why would they do that? What's up with these spooky ghosts? Hmm? What do you think their deal is?
I'll go first. Come on.
Nothing! Up there!
Hey, no shooting!
Hey, you okay?
Oh man.
Probably. Or maybe not.
If there's so much as a scratch on her, you're done.
Sir!
We bring her in one piece. What now?
Run!
Move and I'll shoot!
Oh no, you won't.
But sir!
Could drop that.
Oh, you could you?
Can't leave now. She
Oh,
needs
sorry. I didn't mean to try to leave. That was rude of me.
help. Okay.
What's the holdup? I can't get to her!
Okay, not that way. Sorry, wrong direction. Cloud. Literally turn phase. Thank you. Gosh. All right, I got to get to that one. That one in particular. Rude.
Run!
Hey,
Stop her!
Where is she going?
Over there!
Oh, ow, that's me.
Over here!
You're dead!
Come on, Cloud. Night Panda, nice watching your stream. AC, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really, really enjoyed having you around. Rest well, be safe, and we'll see you again soon, okay? Jake, quit screwing around. Eris is in trouble, I know. Jared, I swear that Goon sounded like Crispin Freeman. I mean, it could have been. Oh, you want me all the way over there, eh? Okay, sorry. Let's go. I don't know anything about literally any voice actor, so forgive me if I mention someone who is problematic. Okay, almost. Let's go.
thank you.
Let's move.
Cloud, give me a hand.
I'm coming. I probably should have let Eris go first.
They're in the attic. Should we pursue?
Leave him be.
So he insulted Sakura-Con. At the time, Sakura-Con was one of the
Partner's got it.
largest 5 cons in North America. When asked by an exec of ours if he'd be interested in being a guest, he said he wouldn't deign to go to such a small convention. So I branded him a jerk and say you at him. Okay. Rude.
Beginner's luck.
More of those things.
It's like they're guiding us.
Stay close.
So cool.
I love how she makes fun of it. So cool. Okay, well, a lot of more stuff is about to happen. And we've made our daring escape. So I think we're going to save here. And we'll enjoy more hangouts with Eris tomorrow. As this is usually our, our cutoff time. So it seems like a really good place for us to stop. So everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. I really had a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun playing through this, so I hope you're all having a lot of fun watching it. I know it's considerably different than our usual, older school JRPGs, but it's very fun. Oh, ooh, but interesting, right? Thank you to Snowmans for the raid. It means so much to me. Everyone, thank you for the follows, the raids, the bits. Everything means so much to me, and it really, really helps. Thank you so much, Star Pendle. So I'll be back tomorrow night with more Final Fantasy VII Remake. And we're going to continue on hanging out with Eris. So that'll be really fun. And yeah, after that, we will be no stream on Thursday, but we'll have a stream Friday with our Symphony of the Night, which is very exciting. And again, reminder that we're doing a breakfast morning stream on Saturday, playing through the rest of Sonic Adventure and some cool spot as per Jake and the Batman's request. Yes, you'll have Captain Giraffe said, wow, essentially the guards, sir, you said to apprehend the girl. They went to a different room. What do we do? Oh, Simper, thank you so much for that gift sub. It means so much to me.
Simper_X gifted a tier 1 sub to Rolling Ranger.
I really, really appreciate that, Simper. Thank you so much for that gift sub as we head out for the evening. Let's do a little looky. Buffalo Wild Wings. I'm like, why am I looking at Buffalo Wild Wings? Oh, right. I remember we were talking about Wild Wings earlier. And it was fun. Okay. Doodly doo. Doodly dee. Let's throw. Oh, Polymune is streaming tonight. I hope she's not.
Server the other day. Thank you so much for joining the Discord. But yeah, feel free to join the Discord because I'm gonna announce in there that for Thursday's stream. I also make announcements.
Oh, it sounds like she's closing up for the night.
But yeah, I'm also going to be updating and letting you guys.
Okay, sounds like she's shutting down for the night. So, let's throw right. Oh, you know what? King of APOC is playing Symphony of the Night. Let's send a raid over to King of APOC tonight, who's playing Symphony of the Night, but the PSP version. That sounds fun, right? Yes, thank you, Jake. Have a great night, everyone. Rest well, be safe, and I'll see you all again on tomorrow, okay? Have a great night, everyone. Bye.